heard you on your responsibility allowance, capitation grants. I don't think you are asking for the moon. But please let us all work together to grow our economy. We are not quite out yet. So I want to plead also for your patience in ensuring that wherever we thought we landed once upon a time, we don't get back there. And I know I have your support already. You didn't clap, but I think you have. Distinguished participants, decades of research suggest that among school-based influences on our learning achievement, school leadership is second only to the quality of teaching. So head teachers, you know your role. An effective head teacher is expected to implement reforms, manage finances, integrate technology into instruction, and respond to the diverse needs of children and of your staff too. To fulfill these responsibilities, head teachers require adequate resources, continuous professional development, supportive policies, and strong institutional backing. The government remains fully committed to strengthening the basic education sector to enable head teachers to perform their duties effectively. This is because effective school leadership will not succeed in isolation. It must be supported by an education system that equips head teachers with the resources, professional support, and an enabling environment. Through the Ministry of Education and its agency, the Ghana Education Service, several interventions have been implemented or expanded to improve school governance and learning outcomes. Government supports leadership development programs aimed at enhancing the managerial and instructional leadership capacities of our beloved head teachers. Through collaboration with institutions, development partners, and the National Teaching Council, opportunities for continuous professional training, mentorship, and capacity building are being expanded, and I know you'll take advantage of them. Government also continues to invest in classroom blocks, furniture, sanitation facilities, teachers' accommodation in deprived communities, and other critical infrastructure. And I didn't quite understand your reaction when the Deputy Minister talked about the accommodation of 150 buildings. Maybe, was it too little? Oyen kakra kakra. We acknowledge that infrastructure deficits still exist in some communities. And as you can see, efforts are ongoing to address them systematically. At the same time, the Ministry and the Ghana Education Service continue to supply schools across the country with textbooks, materials, teaching aids, and other resources. Furthermore, government remains committed to leveraging technology to improve educational delivery, and head teachers are being equipped to manage their institutions in an environment that is increasingly driven by technology. Efforts are underway to strengthen digital literacy, expand access to ICT resources, support digital learning platforms, and enhance data-driven decision-making within schools. Government also continues to promote accountability and efficiency in school administration through strengthened monitoring systems and enhanced stakeholder engagement. One of them is that it is about education. And what the Deputy Minister said is so true, and what has been reiterated by the President, of course, it all begins with education. And it all begins at the basic level. It's about the foundation. So I'm very, very happy to be here. I'm also very happy to be here because I always remember that statement, if you can read this, thank a teacher. So of course, first you must read and understand. And regardless where you grow, what profession you follow or you don't follow, it's all about the foundation. Another reason why I'm very happy to be here is that it's in Koforidua. I grew up in this town. I attended St. Joseph's Anglican Primary School in Koforidua, and that was before I went to boarding school. Also in the Eastern region. So I have a special affiliation to the Eastern region. Because after I left Koforidua, I went to boarding school in Eburi, also in the Eastern region. So I'm welcoming myself back home. And in Koforidua, we had that statement about Koforidua flowers. And I'm addressing a certain people when I say that they should go easy on the Koforidua flowers. Ladies and gentlemen, basic education, as we have said, is the foundation of national development. And whether it is in the private sector or the public sector, it is important. And I want to speak very, very briefly on behalf of the basic education in the public sector. If you consider the high percentage of our children who school in this area, it should tell us to take this sector very, very seriously. We must ensure that they can do well. You and I know they can do very, very well. It is not a question of the money their parents have. It's a question of the opportunity we give them to allow the best in their minds to come out. So the quality of learning at this level will determine the future of our children and ultimately the future of our nation. It is therefore imperative that we pay attention to our head teachers. The head teachers, you are the leaders of the academic experience of our children. You make it or you break it. You remember those days when I used to have my unannounced visits? I will not share all the details with you today. Maybe at another time. But it was very, very encouraging to see teachers who are so determined to do the best for their children. Congratulations to all of you. In addition to being administrators, as head teachers, you serve as instructors, mentors, community mobilizers, financial managers, conflict resolution practitioners, and agents of transformation. You do all, as the Ghanaians would say. Foundational literacy and numeracy outcomes are among government's most significant priorities. In that light, recent initiatives have focused on achieving these. Head teachers play a central role in monitoring these interventions and ensuring that classroom instruction translates into measurable improvements in learner achievements. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, education remains a shared responsibility. While government has a central role to play in policy formulation and resource allocation, sustainable improvement requires the active participation of parents, communities, with all respect, traditional authorities, religious bodies, development partners, civil society organizations, and the learners themselves. We therefore encourage school management committees, parent associations, community leaders, and education officers to work with head teachers to improve school governance. In the same vein, we encourage head teachers to continue to build strong partnerships with your communities. At the heart of every educational intervention must be improved learning outcomes. Our objective does not end with increased enrollment or expanded infrastructure, but with effective learning and the acquisition of knowledge, skills, values, and competencies. Our head teachers remain central to achieving these objectives. I wish to commend the leadership of the Conference of Heads of Basic Schools. Well done. Your commitment to professional excellence, collaboration, and educational improvement is contributing significantly to the growth of the education sector. We appreciate that. I encourage you to continue engaging constructively with government and all stakeholders to pursue solutions that will improve conditions for teachers and enhance educational outcomes. Ladies and gentlemen, over the coming days, let us all commit to building schools that are well governed, inclusive, innovative, and focused on excellence. May your deliberations empower our head teachers with the resources, skills, authority, and support they need. And may they go far in ensuring that every child receives quality education. On that note, it is my singular honor to officially open the 5th National Delegates Conference of the Conference of Heads of Basic Schools.
Basic education is the foundation on which every successful nation is built. And as our president indicated earlier, and let me reiterate, every doctor, every engineer, every teacher, every entrepreneur, and every leader this country has produced and is to produce was first trained, nurtured, inspired, and encouraged by a teacher in a basic school classroom. When foundation is strong, everything built upon it stands the test of time. When the foundation is weak, everything above it is at the risk of collapse. This is why the Ministry of Education continues to prioritize access, equity, quality, and outcomes at the basic level, because there is no shortcut to national development that bypasses the basic school. And at the center of the foundation stands you, the head teachers of Ghana. You are the hinge on which every policy, every curriculum reform, and indeed every learner's success ultimately turns. No reform survives contact with the classroom unless you make that work. It is only right, therefore, that I use this platform to say, on behalf of the Minister for Education, the Ministry of Education, and the Ghana Education Service, to say thank you. Ayiko. We are not blind to the conditions under which many of you serve. Overcrowded classrooms, schools without adequate infrastructure, ICT, water, electricity challenges, unsafe access roads, and housing challenges. The issues are numerous. We understand them, we appreciate them, and we are doing our best to address as many of them as we can.
I was here, we always me more back a sepa deba TVSYZ and Power 97.9 FM inside politics jumedi suni fi sabrewi enkopem 6 p.m. bebo kan ho na ye ni jumedi nyina mum ye ni nkomo ye hwe nhyehyɛ ya mpanifo di gu akwem ba no manyi amammuo ere kwan ya oman yi befa so no wafa ne ntema pa bi di efra kan ho ne ni sajumedi nyina mum betimi join in on our live feed on Facebook at Power 979 FM TVXYZ ninyina on Facebook se wudi handles ye chia ba cho betima hwe jumedi bi na wode wadwenkyere ato ase wo mrepem no ye bekenka wadwenkyere de aboa jumedi yi ukopiem on YouTube a ho nso ye handle ho XYZ broadcasting na ho nso wabomoden na watimi agebre ahwe jumedi ni bi de wadwenkyere ato ase na ye nyina akoso ato adwene a ebeboa na o man Ghana afa ne ntema pa bi de efra Woko MCR, Mr. Rav Jampo, Director Elho, Sansona Abbas, and Mr. Emmanuel Kisi, one more necessary TV, so now also Jebre Timmy Media Lizzie, and a makeup. Francis, and Kofi Sante, and a William Sefa, and a one more cameras, and you know, more trade media. Mr. Kelvin Asante, enemy producer Papa, Washi Media, Sir Menso Membra, Nami Medi Hochame. Abusiam Midi. Eddie Obrempong, the grassroots president, to Kwape Mike Kania, Tutu, Akiapem de se, Asuna Brantia, Wijimenyado, a real in Sumatana se, me Babe Dijmedi and Wichame, Yen Babe to Yagini, Ashekwan Pebia, or my Ghana beating Yakoso, na Wafan and Tema Pebi, na Wadi Efra, Yankopon and Shirawa, Mempineda, said one so Wajibre, na Yedijmedi, Ediabum. Ne said a dana dianemo yemno, and some would one arm, and a tregu. Ewo efia ha yabo modin die dine sene fata ayeyim ana ye de bebe sum wo fie wo kam anase wadwumam sabre be bia wo hwe live on TDSYZ anase Power 97.9 FM across the country, all the 16 regions, affiliate stations. Our mafa sejumedi nyina nyankopon when shama nya de amepene da be bia wote en information center be bia the most impactful political socio-economic talk show inside politics is airborne until wote en kape TV huna wugina tsena hwebi radio hu wade hyehye waso atie bi ye nyina ye ntoto adwene na mboa no man nkoso mfa no ntema pa bi mfemfra yanto ye nsem se no ade ya yekopie mu mpoho wobra na inside politics jumedi yikoso biai bia eben police station mpoho eye fiase district police station e ho no biai bia eben police station ne pa wo mu tu galamse wo ho a police station officer wo ho district commander wo ho na enso sa galamse yikoso ema eye Erastus Asaridon ko central yi kopie mu ho na one wo mo ye galamse ni bi wo ho hia no one omdi nkomo bi sa ne se police station wa ya kwan ben so na omafa wo mo di djuma no abranche ne ka se police fo no gisika soldier fo ba ha o mo gisika ahemfo gisika river gas fo nyina gisika ana omama ho kwan enadai naimos aborampo ho den na asi ya de sa nkomo yi ba bi akwakodu ni nyina no ya de beba ne ya de baba chrom. The Court of Appeal another on the 30th day of July 2026 wa create discharge the former Maslot CEO Sadina Matunu Tamaklu say sama hodo ntansa hodo a in 2024 April a man no ye de kokota ye jail in 10 years say won ko da fiase if you say financial loss to the state, stealing then sensem bebre a bind down at the bond say wa ye na court appeals court about wagu sasa nsem ni nyina no prosecutor na asem ni kuta no wanya enyina so papa bi ama amegyina sampa 10 years jail sentence a wo de ma Sadinam Ationu Tamaklu na woye former Maslok CEO no say wafa kwan ni asaso ama oman Ghana boka wewie skani kura bi ensem ni de bebre enai appeals court abosensem na togu na appeals court born semi to good no the Attorney General of the Republic of Ghana Dr. Dominic Akuritinga Ayene wasori agina said abi sensem no wono wobeye ho appeal e de akọ Supreme Court if we say time when semi da ho ne de no mo hunu se bibi aginem enti appeals court nsem no de aba no Dr. Dominic Ayene the Attorney General say omoko Supreme Court na woma sign akwakodi asem no ntino sabre kra de Supreme Court and say womo fa stay of execution and fento they acquit and discharge akwama the former Maslot CEO no yebeka sensem nyina ho yebedi ho nkomo ewa ha na fe ya to adwumadi no so edi ama afefefe the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources Honorable Emmanuel Amakofi Boa assure vaco adwumayefo ne management nyina se enya dia vaco wo moton na se betoto abonten ana ye ton vaco ana vaco kura no ya bopani bi din won na sese ye ton ama no wo se nya dia wo moton vaco e won se e bebo mode na afi ye tie ensem no se di sifa tie enada ya ana the Attorney General of the Republic of Ghana Dr. Dominic Akuritinga Ayene kopie mo the government accountability series ne so e ho no ko kire ensem ahodo bebre a ekoso Obekaya last year, and the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, Womote, the Constitutional Review Committee, and 1992 Constitutional Yedibu Omayin Hubra, na Yadesha Omayin so Bibia Bekosu Womono, na and one be here, say a beya amendment be woman, your best son, Yemedi, Netimia Boa or Mino, into what the Constitutional Review Committee, Womoso Quatinasano, recommendations are hold one yeno, Abino Ajiji Bebre, Eddie Atum, Diani Diana Wajiatum, which made so. Ebe pass assembly na hontoma e de ama twen ye dane ye ho abasesi a ye nya ba pe sanko mo nyina ye biemu de asom. We are still live on TV XYZ and Power 97.9 FM. Inside Politics, Jumedi Sini Yugusua and Sama Hodo Twegu wo man Ghana mo ene de so ye de emunchiremu ese na efa tai ba beso mo bia wagebre na wo hwe dwumadi yi bi wo Facebook we are live ye handle se wo ho ye mienu at power 979 FM wo choro ni nyina bom a wo behunu yen say inside politics dwumadi Twegu wo power na fe TV XYZ nso eno so betima hwe dwumadi bi wo kopie mu wo YouTube ye XYZ broadcaster na ho nso wahwe inside politics dwumadi bi na wo de wadwenkyere ato ase wo mrepem no ye bekin kan sensem no nyina na ye de aboa dwumadi midi de NK Obrempong midi dwumadi ho chiame ne na mede asomom ye toa yensem no so na ene nsem ahodo Twegu no ye de asomo na ye hyase free empoho fiase district eno ade ya ana ye yidi kire mo say police station I want power fiase district enim ho pe won omo ye galamsey na sa galamsey site and a concession ye hyase the former president of the Republic of Ghana Nana Adodan Akufo-Addo mreso bepem sabre ya me ne wo de ka say under the leadership of His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana John Dramani Mahama ukopie mu power fiase district wo mu to galamsey no de den even in front of a police station and another day ye bedi nkomo ama Erastus Asaridon concentroni ekopiem ewo eye empoho na galamsefo a wo mugina police anim police station anim na wo mo sensuo sensase etutu nsase no eyi wo mugodu no wone ba ko di nkomo mepese ye betie nkomo na abrantie ni di ye no ye ba ye beto adwumedi no sama
o say asase na yes, be bad. Yeah, very be small. See.
Now, I'm penny for how many away. Some way, Juma.
Obia away. Say, sad man, I coswa. You two more castle.
Mama say.
Oh, it depend. Juma obey you in whose school be yano. No debate ya, sir, a canon.
Into one air Begiscan.
Oh, yeah, wherever got the 4 bar police 4 bar. I'm better or more dear. I am felt for so better or more dear.
And anything or record.
Yeah.
Now, one casa feel is a senior moyage mahe, electricity pole, baby, a more dear bedu, her bridge, baby, a more wow, more feel is okay.
Oh, eh, by no more ton hand on my. But I know more, a minimum decay, I mother that. And I so about you as but young men and friend do no more by you more animal. Eh.
Ton hammer, one a ton hammer.
Land in Ura, no tongue, I know my.
Tom Mamma say.
One day I just a master.
And I'm more my Juma Bay Bosumi said.
Oh, yeah, fine say. The man's near woman, the 1 month near woman.
To be a mucho biaka.
Oh, Obia Bajan is share. Obiaka woman or Abedjoko.
Omo bahano prosi for ne no send am tuama.
Omo ba obiakura ne bo deba. Prosi ni bo obot ma charge sell for 5,000 bra. One in the back can obia no case 2,000. Wait to amano. Sana obia soldiers for boy more them of pride. Police neighbor or than a pride. Over guarded than a pride. Yeah.
Ya hemfo no so bejibi.
Wa hemfo dia na ekoye se eda wo bebrek no. No wo kotua. Oh, I feel dia na yetumi mo 3 be 1,005.
Enti ewo empoho fiase district police station anim ho pe a wo mutu galamsey a eno ade ya ye beyi hu emfoni nyina de kire se de wu hwe ya no na me ade etu makoma ba ko a e ma me yem hye me eye nsem na branch ne keka no because police for ekwaji sika wo ho a soldier for kwakwaji sika wo ho ahemfo sika wo ho river gas a wo mo so kra nkohwe na omo ya whistle blowers ne yemfenche galamsey for no wo mo so wo kwa no makwakwaji sika dia ene na o man ya danso ye na ngwa bonten but eno de ye be bomu actually say galamsey kwaso wo ho no me ne ka say ya the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operation Secretariat Naimus akopiem ewo mpoho a wo makwakwachi sa galamsey fo ya wo mu gina police fo enim police station enim na wo mu etu galamsey nipa 19 ana Naimus fo achi wo ma woma machi krikri sabre de woma akodu aban kukumu a woma je oma home se yebedi omasem se denti ana womo ye sa galamsey no essence ade omampani John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, was wompe essay woman yin sase essay yensuo and the hard metals are womo de ye galamsey mercury ni cyanide ene ne keka ho nyina no enye agodie hwe se de omo say asase wo hwe camera e twa o TV ni so hwe. So if we want to continue like this, say ye pe gold nti ye betu gold say ya maybe say ebedu kakra no asase ebeda yefa then ye be ye okromu abio omu reclaim asase no no magya to na nsuo tai mu obi ko na efom kro timi ko to nsuo no pit ni bi nuwawu. So how do we survive in a country like this? So you see ebehwe na sa niema we nkwanko so a enti ye beka asemi enna pepepe ana enede ya mene wode ka say naimus akọ na wo makọ piem a wo makọ che 19 galamsey fo a wo mo etu eye galamsey e wo mpoho fiase district enim wo pepepe enti eno na wo hwe wo TV ni so no so wo live on Facebook and I say YouTube nso a mpoho fiase district be a wo mo ye galamsey a eno a XYZ ye be bomu e kire se wei na ekoso e wo mpoho na wo sempede 41 amount na mpani ampa na mo so akopie mu wona ene wo ba kwakwache sankrofo nyina e de free site wa sabre de ehwehwe mu be koso na enkansa bi ese na fata ye de asen o masene. This is governance. Ti ehunu bibi sa ye de beba beka e wo se Ghana ni bi ehu o se ye galamsey de ba no and eye me nwanwa se still empanifuo ni bi ehye kire no ngusu ye galamsey wo kwambone so. And I am get sir, you the one to me I a president. You the one to me I example. You the one to me I susudia. And I am expecting sir I feel this time oko obi biara ye betin wo my Ghana ase wo ye galamsey wanye no kwampa so no. Aba ye de bo chachi yemfem boba. No matter who that person is. Because some of us yenya information na ye be bomu jasa yenya the concrete evidence ye be bomu ja ye de be kire o man Ghana nyina wo se atentere na ye adwuma because obi aye no akodam 20 years dia date na obi ya onko sa 20 ni bi e wo se sa de ne nkoso na mbon nkrofo hu na wo man forest reserves ahodo yensuo yensase a nkrofo bi eto omu hu asi wo se wo mo de galamsey ebe sign no etimi ba from your excellency. This is very worrying. Ehadre hwe site no hwe de o ma yen sase so for flight wo di kire mu Ashanti region and now di wani a kire mu Western region na wo nam soro na wo hwe from a galamsey fo asay sase ni na galamsey fo da no many restores here na fa flight from Accra to Kumasi and ye din komo flight nim da no kro ye video time of flight nim say my brother look at what is happening. How do we survive? And then enkwara ye wo mo nsa ni ho wo mo nan ni ho wo mo ni ni ho wo mo aso ni ho wo mo da ho kukuruwa te se kube te se di ball bibia ni om ho because ensu a wo mo enom ewo galamsey site baby a galamsey wo bi ensu a mo nom no eniema boni akom enti we esutre na da ho se de echema wontumi ko samra boy ekoda be tano ene river samre mo etu agudie wo kwambone so ene akọwie ni wo prison ensu da ho unsu enye ye bio untimi nom untimi fa no aduane untimi fa nya bibi papa bia. So kudos to Naimos oma yade wo mo hwe no mani nko galamsey fight ne ho na esay o my Ghana dodo ye hwe sa nipa 19 ya Naimos akwakochi wom ewo Obrempong fiase district no ye ni edi sa 70 ye hwe ba bi ebekwa akọwie because empanifo na hyase man mofra we wo mo yes galamsey no eti wo mo hyase nyina no e wo se yensa timi ka wom e wo se yensa etimi eka wom na afei emra kwan so ye di obi afa sa pepepe abaye de botachi na wo se boba sɛ ɔma wei ɛbɛtumi akɔso afa ne ntɛm apa bi de afiri a ɛni sɛ mmara no soro wɔ biara Ghana mmara no ɛni sɛ soro wɔ biara sɛ wei ayɛ na ɛyɛ bɔne a yɛnkyi wei nso ɛwɔ bereko a wayɛ bi ne yɛmfa mmara no nni no sɛdeɛ sɛ no ɛteɛ ɛbɛbɔ nkurɔfoɔ hunu sɛ yɛgyele nipa bɛyɛ 5 akɔka ho ntumi ho ɔmo yɛ galamsey a ke yɛbɛhwɛ deɛ ɔbɛkɔ galamsey site so ɔkɔfa kwanbɔne so no watu agudeɛ hyɛ fam obiara stop o ɔmampanin sɛ momfa mmara kwan so last minister sɛ momfa nhyehyɛeɛ pa a ɔmayɛ so ɛfɛntu agudeɛ no daabi nipa mpɛ saa ɔbɛfa excavator de awura baabi na ɔde akɔtu fam asɛe no ne wagye ne sika na ɔkɔ no baabi nti naimos gusu bɔ ne homɔden a wɔn hwɛ ɔmo ayɛ ade paa this is such a quick response a wɔn abɔwura ɛyɛ mpɔ hɔ na wɔn akɔkɔkye saa galamseyfoɔ yi a wɔn ɛsɛn nsase ɛwɔ ɛhɔ nom no ɛwɔsɛ ɛtɔ adwumadie no so mfɛma the court of appeal today has acquitted and discharged former Maslok CEO Sedinam ɛyɛ Tamaklo Ationu a na wɔn de ntansa ahodoɔ bebree ɛbɔ maame sɛ anda wɔn a no wɔyɛ chief executive officer edema micro finance and small loan center Maslok a ɛhɔ no akadwadifoɔ nketenkete a wɔn di dwa na wɔn sika wɔn hia 5,000 10,000 8,000 7,000 ɛde ahyɛ aseɛ no bodwafoɔ na ɛhɔ na nkɔmɔ kɔgye support na afei wɔn atimi anya mmoa no de ayɛ wɔn adwuma maame na yɛ panyin wɔ hɔ ɛwɔ His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama ne first term no wɔn na ɔyɛ panyin wɔ hɔ na ɛna deɛ amene wɔde ka sɛ in 2024 wɔn hyɛ aseɛ edi n'asɛm ana okopie mu abrokyire a wɔn mma bio ɛkɔpem April 2024 a court tena ase no ɔde ntansa baako 78 ɛbɔ maame sɛ wɔn ɛnam ne so ama Ghana etimi abokane conspiracy to steal after stealing, conspiracy to cause financial loss to the state, causing financial loss to the state, causing loss to public property, improper payment of public funds, unauthorized commitment resulting in financial obligation to the government, money laundering and breaches of the Public Procurement Act. Sometimes saying 78 ana wɔn kukuru yi a wɔn de bɔ ɛyɛ madam Sedinam Tamaklo Ationu sɛ ɛnamre so wɔn ayɛ ahwere sika wɔn ankasa kora awie sika afa ne nsa so awurawura baabi a wɔn ɛnte aseɛ ɛno ɛne ma the then court no ɛtena ase ma no 10 years sɛ wɔn fɛ nem wɔbra na stekura na maame ɛwɔ ɛyɛ America ɛhɔ wɔn gyere ne wie pɛ ana wɔn strike extradition process no ɛno nti afia yi mu a ana America for Emma maame so ɛne ne fi America be pie mu ɔman Ghana sɛ yɛ jeliw ɛwɔ Ghana wɔn de document aba bɛ kyerɛ ne ɛwa yɛ nyina ntia ne ɛkɔkurom na kɔkɔ dem na wɔn hwehwɛw ɔbaa na mpa mpanifo de ne kɔpie mu ɛwɔ nsawam sɛ wɔnkɔ 7-10 years ne yɛde ato no so no ɔwɔ waa na ɔsi daabi asɛm no koraa no yɛdi asɛm no na me ni ɔman yi mu enti mɛyɛ appeal mɛkɔ na afei akɔkɔ biem wɔn nsɛm a wɔn kan no so wɔn wɔ nyinasoɔ bi wɔ hɔ a ɛno ana wɔn kɔpie mu ɔkɔɔtɔ a wɔn hyɛ ase yɛ appeal kɔ appeals court edidi asɛm no a ɛnɛ dɛn judgement bɛtɔ dwa sɛ appeals court a judges mmiɛnsa ana ɛtena asɛm yi so edi yɛ ɛyɛ Justice Enoch Dogbe ɔno okay dabi ɔno yɛ lead counsel ɛde ma Maslok ɛyɛ panyin eti judges ahodoɔ mmiɛnsa a wɔn ɛtena asɛm yi so na wɔn di yɛ na wɔn hwɛ sɛ Sedinam Tamaklo wɔn bɛgyina n'akyi na nsɛm a yɛde ato no so na wɔn ayɛ firi hɔ ɛyɛ Justice Emmanuel Ankama afei Justice Emmanuel Senyor Amadahe ana Justice Samuel Obeyidi Ewuo wɔn ana wɔn tena asɛm yi so a unanimously wɔn nyinaa ɛde bɛsi sɛ prosecutor no ne nsɛm a ɛwɔ sɛ ogyina so ɛmɛ yɛhu sampa ntansa ahodoɔ wɔn de bɔ ɛyɛ Sedinam Tamaklo Ationu former Maslok CEO no wɔn ni nyina so pɛpɛ bi nsɛm no nsuo nyina mu ɛbɛtumi aka sɛ wɔn foɔ so sɛ maame wɔn kɔnkɔ dɛm mfiedu eti saa bere sɛ mfiedu a High Court ɛde ma Sedinam Tamaklo Ationu sɛ wɔn fɛn kɔ dɛm no wɔn ayi sɛ mfiedu na firi hɔ a wɔn fa de ho ni na onko fie na wonko tena ne fie na onjojo no ho en bona brabo asemi enya beto dwa pe ana attorney general asore said abi obesa de appeal akọ Supreme Court na mom yentie Enoch Dogbe ono no ye lead counsel Edema the former Maslow CEO said in am tamaklo ationu na wo kire da ye ne den na ji age say wo matimi anya justice edema ne client o ye said in am tamaklo ationu yentie ne mrebe beto adwumedi so.
Well, firstly, let me seize the opportunity to thank my lords for, in fact, for agreeing with us that in fact, for agreeing with our submissions. So we thank my lords for their erudite reasoning. However, we would just wait for the entire judgment. My lords have said that the judgment will be ready by close of today. So we'll take get copies of the judgment, and then we can peruse it, and then we can make comments subsequently. But I am a happy person, and I believe my client is also will also be happy.
Essentially, what was the gravity or gravamen of your appeal before the Court of Appeal? What were the grounds that you were seeking from the Court of Appeal?
Oh, in fact, I would say in terms of strategy, okay, we had come essentially on very main grounds on the fact that the charge sheet itself was defective, and then secondly that in fact there was no prima facie proper prima facie determination against our client, and then of course we also attacked the judgment itself. So these were the grounds, but as you may have already heard, in fact the court only read their conclusion, and then they only dwelled on the first leg of our submission, which was the defective charge sheet.
As you speak, what's the state of your clients? How is she hearing now?
Well, I'm here to speak to her, but I mean, as we all know, she's in Isawam, and I'm sure she may have already heard the news, so I'm sure she'll be happy. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. I think any other options that you seek to take, perhaps some civil action against the state?
Well, I don't have such instructions now, but I'm going to sit with my client, and then on the basis of the judgment, we'll see what steps we can take, if any. Thank you.
The lawyer DB Enoch Wano and lead counsel Edema Sedinam Tamaklo Ationu Anana Wakasa or expressi how an Niaje Edema judges sweat now so any said the court Edia Semino Ediama Sedinam Ationu a year our former Maslok a year bossy. Now the assembly in Atiana say in April 2024 a year the High Court said Sedinam Ationu Atiku onko na wonko dem we fiase mfiedu esane se enyema hodo ambobo dansa hodo ya ambobo so nyina no conspiracy to steal causing financial loss to the state, stealing any ni bebre no won fan kokko dem no time wa sa judgment ni fi High Court by na won HD appeal no so call appeals court enti appeal we ya ababesi na judgment aba no is started under the former president Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo and the NPP's administration after say in April one more sentence say Sedina Machioku and the court case one konko dem emfiedu me na odeka say ya Sedinam ewo ensawomo awo dem ana the Attorney General of the Republic of Ghana say there be judgment na aba no wono owo interest wom asem no opese wo dom siko fiko si ase ampa no hunu say appeals court judgment na ababeto sisi ya no sa pepepe na tie nti wo side asem no akọ Supreme Court ma Supreme Court ase ahwehwe asem no mi tena dia me de ka say judgment efi appeals court aba say Sedinam Tamaklo Ationu ankonkonko tena fie charges ahodo e dia boni nyina no ye afri ni so no sisi ya the Attorney General of the Republic of Ghana Dr. Dominic Akuritinga yene or the stay of execution ade atoso e kire say sa judgment no for now enye adwuma until say appeal na almost sadi ko Supreme Court no say koba ne say Sadinam Tamaklo exa ko wini wo hode a ene na judgment appeals court di aba no say Sadinam Tamaklo ationu wo be free nsawam na wapie aba so until say asem no be ko Supreme Court wo bra the Attorney General the state of execution auto judgment no so no Sadinam Tamaklo still remains at the nsawam prisons ogusu a wodam a sa asem no agi Supreme Court e kan wie ana be kire say appeals court asem odi abai sa pepepe na tie nti ompie ana say dabi ye hunu bibia e kire sampa e wo se maame ne koso no 10 years jail sentence ni wie Supreme Court ana be kire sa ansem nyina eti yahwe eye asem a the Attorney General of the Republic of Ghana and the press release another ya what they beto abontin after say judgment free appeals court by say Sadinam Ationu Tamaklo wonko na wonfa ne hunni esane say subo awodo na ntansa awodo omode bono no womo omode bono no womo ni ensem wo nsuo gina mo womo ni evidence bi anu ode omode be kire sampa ensem na omokeka to no so nyina waye eti yanka the Attorney General the press release or the beto abontin no kakra na afi yento adwumedi so Office of the Attorney Generals and Ministry of Justice press release I say for immediate release Attorney General to appeal decision of the Court of Appeal in Republic versus Sadinam Tamaklo. The attention of the Attorney General has been drawn to the decision of the Court of Appeal acquitting the former Chief Executive Officer of the Microfinance and Small Loans Center, Maslock, Ms. Sadinam Ationu Tamaklo, of all the charges brought against her. Ms. Tamaklo was charged with 78 counts of various offenses, including conspiracy to steal, stealing, conspiracy to cause financial loss to the state, causing financial loss to the state, causing loss to public property, improper payment of public funds, unauthorized commitment, and resulting in financial obligations to the government, money laundering, and breaches of the Public Procurement Act. She was tried and convicted in absentia by the High Court Financial Division, presided over by her leadership, Justice Efia Sewa Saribotri. Sitting as an additional High Court judge, upon her conviction, she was sentenced to 10 years imprisonment. Na yansha Sabre Babia Attorney General Eka say asem na aba no wono wanya interest wana se na ni de akire enti wode beko na afei womu ahwe wo Supreme Court say asem a aba na aba beto dwa no yes sa pepepe enetie yentie the Attorney General of the Republic of Ghana, Dr. Dominic Akuritinga Ayene ewasensemi hu yeba ebeto aso.
This morning the Court of Appeal issued a decision unanimously acquitting and discharging Sadinam Ationu Tamaklo, who was convicted of various offenses in absentia because she was standing trial, and in the course of the trial she sought permission to travel abroad for medical reasons and then remain in the United States for the rest of the trial. The trial court convicted her of the offenses charged, and then an appeal was filed by her lawyers in May 2024. I want this to be made abundantly clear that it was my predecessor who filed the appeal. However, coming into office, I reviewed what was filed, and I directed the Director of Public Prosecutions to file opposing the appeal, because we believe that the High Court judgment had merit. Now, with this judgment, I've also directed the Director of Public Prosecutions to file a notice of appeal and apply for stay of execution, meaning that if the stay is granted, the status quo will prevail until such a time that the Supreme Court has had time to review the appeal and then made a determination. So that is all that I can say for now. I have a soft copy of the judgment. I'm here to peruse it and then come to a firm conclusion as to what will be our grounds of appeal. But I want to emphasize that I believe that the judgment of the High Court had merit, and that the United States District Court that extradited her to Ghana had a basis for making a determination that she was the proper subject for extradition. And that is all that I will say for now.
Dr. Dominic Akuritinga Ayene ono no ye the Attorney General of the Republic of Ghana no oka say ne de ya no ginem e government accountability series no koso e wo abankesiem no kire say anopai wo bra appeals court e de say nsemi be tu Ghana ana wo director of a year prosecution say one fa all posi sa judgment na free the appeals court the abana one fa stay of execution fento so answer na fi wo mun ko Supreme Court and constitution senmunye ehunu sampa the appeals court asem na odeba abetu gwa no sa pepepe na tie efri say wo mo de wo hunu say high court judgment odi tu gwa April 2024 and na say sadinam atonu tamaklo e wo so koda fiase emfiedu no wo mo hunu say ne ensuo egina asem no mti sabre ya appeals court e de otherwise a year judgment dey about na say woman yi sa 10 year j sentence dey free one woman dey omo be ko Supreme Court na afi omo bomode yakohwehwe sensen mu ade asi ase say ampani ampa wobra na sadinam tamaklo ationu eye maslock penny boss awoda no sikasem bia ne wo etoche eye basa e wona say nemom e ba ne san ana high court no etim sentence no say wonkom eye emfie eye ye friend say edu no fen kosum ebise wa ma man aboka wa wi o man ya sikasem ahodo bebre ankoye e wona sentence me no de ka say there appeals court judgment o de buy no stay of execution wo mo de atoso a eye Attorney General na ni chirem e wo Supreme Court na wasan yakoye appeal for ho na ye tie the Supreme Court finally and then na court about the apex court of the land into the omo be kanom na ye nyire hu ba bia sadinam atioku ye ationu tamaklo se CID ogusu e won sawam a ogusu a ne 10 years no wogusu a wotwa into the Supreme Court be kano e be me hu say ampa wanya hwe nti obeba fie ana dabi insuo gina na asem no mo manya evidence to obekoso no atwa ne 10 years no e de awie ye judgment no so na ye mfem ma wa ha. The Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Honorable Emmanuel Amakofiboa, and was sure vacuum management and staff for what for one say. Abayi enye nadwene say or beton vacuum. One ton ye and one year nadwene say wo ba beton vacuum. Although woman be on some say investors ebeba be bowura vacuum no maboa because currently vacuum nya dia all performing ye niema ekoso vacuum no enya dia omo penesa nti omo nya investors na womo be mo omo beje on but abanyin ton vacuum ye ana wonye na adwene se oba beton vacuum nti management ene adwumayefo a ewo vacuum no womo fensha otirim se nya dia womo ton vacuum nemum woma bi o amata ba mu se omu benya investors a no mu de sika ababehye vacuum ma vacuum atimi apagya akane ebetimi aboye pa yentie Honorable Emmanuel Amakofiboa, Minister for Lands and Natural Resources wo bra sensemi na ode tuja ye ba ye beto aso na
coming out with products that are not optimum quality, ultimately affecting the customers, and we are losing a lot of revenue. So because of that, we still even owe suppliers. Potentially, because of this low level and the challenges I've described, the thousands of other people who should have opportunity to work here are not able to be hired. So we continue this cycle. Now, my friends, what are the options in the face of austerity that everybody knows we are dealing with in Ghana? Trying to be sure we come out. I have engaged extensively with the Minister of Finance, who is helping, struggling to even pay some of these power debts that I've been describing. It's obvious that the government of Ghana cannot infuse that $700 million required to bring new plants and machinery and turn around this plant that has so much potential. So there are a lot of options we have. As a minister, we started an engagement and finally went to cabinet, who has given us the authority to now sit down with the investors who are prepared to come and work and turn this place around to negotiate. So I invited your CEO. I invited everybody, and I said, Cabinet has given us the authority to now sit down and negotiate the fine details of how we can invest and change the story of VACO and make sure VACO is more productive and make sure that we can be profitable and make sure we can hire people and pay our debts. So VACO will no longer look like a burden, and make sure that we can finally, as workers, come to work in a place where we are sure that we have a secure future. That the plant that we can sustain and even have more people hired. But somehow, that's not the story that is being heard. The story is that government is selling back or has sold it. My friends, I'm here to tell you this morning, there's no such plan. President Mahama, who is the president of the republic, his father was with Kwame Nkrumah when this place was built. We owe it to them to make sure we can sustain this place. If Kwame Nkrumah were alive, I will be his MP. I'm telling you, we will not sell VACO on our watch, but we have a responsibility to make VACO profitable and turn it around and make sure that workers will have a secure future. That's all we are trying to do. We cannot allow few people to delay the future of this VACO that we all love. We can't. You know, every day we just have few spokespeople. You will go on radio and be so negative that somehow this place is not a place where we can turn around. This is the heart and soul of Ghana. People don't know. And some of us, we know the history of Aku.
Honorable Emmanuel Amakufibua, one no Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, and day Okopiemu a VACO. Na one management any adwuma for a woho ekohia na wo mudi nkomo na se betete a na ban ton VACO aban waton VACO kura ma pani bi kura di kopiem se wono ne yaton VACO ne dia ma no kwa kochirem se dabi ente sakra aban we on ton VACO ye ana onye mpo se obeton na emum wo ma bi o mataba mu a wo mo hwe so mbenya investors ababe hye VACO mu se beye na adwuma no betimi apagya because currently no niema ensheda nkoyie sa e VACO a wo mo hwe se ombenya sa mo na free investors wo no betimi ababe boa nti wo ye adwuma VACO a kan wakoma na fa to yem ifise nyade aban aton adwuma no anase waye se wo ba beton nemum nhyehyere o mo ye nyina ne se management and staff nso ye adwuma VACO no wo betimi apagya adwuma mu na omodaachi enso aye kama e dia mom nemum ma womote wo bia ase ye ton VACO a mom ni akire enya hu dede because enye saa ana tie awsia yenko na afi ne dai government accountability series e course so a the Attorney General of the Republic of Ghana Dr. Dominic Akweretinga ayena ekopie ase ne nsem ni bia wodi tutu dwa most of them no the Constitutional Review Committee recommendations ahodo a womtimi ye the babontin wo bra His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama ma womote sa Constitutional Review Committee said the 1992 constitution aye didi juma e wo man Ghana mu ha emra hodo bibia ye okroma no ebo ye chidom no eniema bi wo ma na ehu behia na sene fata sa yetimi dane ani esiesie no na ekosoma wo man no fa ntema pa bi difra eti nsem ne bia ne dai Dr. Ayene eretu dwa no eno ana ye ba bebo so wa na afi emu nchiremu esene fata won so atimi ate wase to say government accept the principle that the president should pay taxes on salary, allowances, and indirect goods services reveals the Attorney General, Dr. Ayini, under the Constitutional Review Committee recommendations. To celebrate president ankasa say ne salary o allowance bi no obenyu say abaya gye atum say president bi abetua tax wo ne salary oje so say allowance kra no mo de be ma no a ni nyina no obetua tax wo sa sika no a president ensa ebe kan no so ebi e say government has accepted recommendations to abolish the death penalty, replacing capital offences with life imprisonment sentences. And she said, "Obi ayebone na nkiyama na death sentence yenko na yenko kunu ni yin free on Debbie." They say sade no wo mu yi e de free constitution ne mo mbe ne say bone kese anke betimi ahye se obi nko na yemfa ne ko ne yenko kunu no wo ma yi free ne mum sadi pa no say a life imprisonment and ebeba yen niase mo kroma bi we nka say we ne bone a waye no eso ama yenko yini free ho no mfi abrabom ne mum ebeye life imprisonment ene wa wo demwa na wo bra na wajem no mama oso na afi wo makwa sieu eno no de tosimi also say as part of proposed constitutional reforms, Minister for Justice and Attorney General Dr. Ayine has announced that the government support the position that all district chief executives should be elected rather than appointed. If you are not equal, what my dear to me say, DCs, MCs, and there was a bank CM normal select or more appointee or me say, wo kwapem not, kona MC or okre, koye DC, kwapem south, kona MC wo hono, sabre de side in the trim. Say DC ni MC ni ya wo constituency ni ya beto aba na de yade. It's all my government appointment the few presidential appointment ni appointed DC and MC no going forward ye the free one say constituency ni beto aba de ama DC say the to aba ma MP no na de DC ni MCs no adwuma no afa na ebe ye de yan to say yan hwe de government accept a fixed tenure for the office of Chief Justice, establishing a 10-year term limit based on Constitutional Review Committee recommendations. They say Chief Justice Yeyinwa wano 10 years ni ade to no so obetimi atena so adi se bibia ensi wankoye lukuluku uluulu bina antomre nsisi mra kwan de a yeyi Chief Justice a obetimi atena so mfiadu a wosi so kwapenta mo obedi saa ni we no awie na wasi form. The minimum age eligibility to run for president of Ghana is said to be reduced from 40 to 35 years under proposed constitutional reforms. It is a say, Nanka previously, Aji would be in fear if 40 equal. Asa na obetimi ayo mampani ana obetimi agina se ope mampani adi ewo kromwa wo mati age no so about 35 enti sabre de se wo free 31 na wo 35 a na waka ehunu se wutimi ye onema yie etoto niema yi a at the age of 35 se wo gina se yento abama se Ghana mampani a ewo mrem emraji tum na sa pepepe ene beti a ye de beto abane de ama. The government has accepted the recommendation to cap a total number of members of parliament in Ghana, proposing a maximum of ceiling of 300 seats. The government no so hwe say na shabeja fo a womo edi babesi a no mo babaji atum say ye behia ewo krom ha ebesi 300 pepepepe na siwo embroso na nka aban bia ba e wose yenya MPs 300 no muntimi enko yemrashebejom no munni juma no mfemwa. The government has accepted recommendations from the Constitutional Review Committee report to extend the tenure of office for the president and members of parliament from 4 years to 5 years, according to Attorney General Dr. Dominica Ayine. Now 4 years we are to about Ukruma. And we are one term the president be obedi. So the Constitutional Review Committee tina sen no say Debbie. One of the proposal ne ba beto ama penny for transfer hwemu say 4 years in so obeke the former president of the Republic of Ghana, President John Ejekum Kufuor, wano aka saa asem ni bi kura that say 4 years a yede ma penny for say wo mu fe eni so yen hyehye no emwa short. This is the first time who said the fastest time a woman timidly appointed ministers of state under His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama, and the second term you obey and the lane government ever, because another former president another Dankwa Kufuor now ministers Okromo use 125 ministers bako 125 Mampani John Dramani Mahama woba wo free opposition ba pa onyina na oka o se wono what the ministers 60 and a bear jmo kroma me know they can say ministers in about 57 58 and we go so 1 year 6-7 months in we go so we dey bu me kama e be kura frim but still tim say wo man no bibia ahyeche ye ko say ye beto aba e wo oman mu a right from 2028 ye to say aba ni we a the next time ye beto aba ye e be 5 years na enye 4 years if you say sabre sana wo mo hyeche mra no na aban no agiatum na wo makoso ede ebu oman na oman na fa ne tema pa be de afria. You are still live on TV XYZ and Power 97.9 FM inside politics sunie ye be ko Victory Garlic Mixture for aso yaba enu omo wo kwan ye fa so na etu yare wa hodo ase ne yenko tie na audio ma kotobi na fe emwa wa brabo yenko mra nto dwumedi eso
enua Victory Garlic Mixture na wati ni dinati ati se na edro ni tie na no pasem ne se edro we adwuma ye titru pa ne se ebeboa ananna ne srade ewo ni padua ni muntin mu ama ohu atɔ kura ye dika obabi wo ha okonfikyire a ema edru awuhia ye Victory Garlic Mixture ebi kura wo bekɔ a ewie wo ansa na ba ye Victory na wuhia wunya Victory no ma na busumi biara ubenya ofikyire akwa empa ho kura eno de akiri a obi wo ho a ne ti ne ta adwa no obi wo ho ye adwuma kakra bia no abrɛ na nakuma bɔ ne periperi ni nyina ye mogya entimi mfa akoma nu nkwa adwen mu eno ne kɔfa saa de ne ba ɔdɔfo mesrew so wo ho na wonsɛm ta adwew ebi a wonsa no sei ana wonam ro mu na esi fom no kra adwew ana ayatufo sɛ de adi fom ato mpaboa mu a ɛyɛ Victory na me kan fom a wonum Victory asa no ma ye bobɔ so nyina no ebegyae de ɔtɔ ho anadwo a wontimi na wohia Victory emframa nyankopɔn de ama yɛn sɛ yɛ humi wo de wo humi a na wo tie so o bra ɛyɛ Victory ɛna betimi aboa wo ye wo bi wo so a wo ho ana ne yɛma hye no a obia na ne ka obia nya ne hwe obi wo so na koma bɔ ne periperi ni nyina mogya ne ntimi ne afusa ne ye wo ni padua no ɛdura awunya yɛ Victory Garlic Mixture de watwa bra ya bia ya na sɛ kokodue ne nam no no yɛ ne basa ɛyɛ Victory ɛna me ka fo wunya Victory bi no a ɛbɛboa wo sɛ doctor de wato aduro so sɛne a ubetimi anom Victory na ka waduro wonnyina ne se waduro no na abɛnom a meat aduasa no anom we so na abɛnom a no anom Victory no so achi meat aduasa wo yɛ ne sa bibia bɛde kama ma se wo na se tata wo yɛ agya ho adwuma a mesraw adura me kan fo ma wa yɛ Victory Garlic Mixture mesraw nipa ne bia danse a yɛpɛ se yɛfa wo ma danse na tie na se wo so kɔtɔ a wobenya saa danse koro no a
ntwe mi mpedwa mi ntumi ni di mi yare so mane ko be 12 years di man nu ndro kan mo jedru 5 million de trim matutu ana se na meti TV mu ntumi na me hwe ne mu se mo tan dro bi esi Victory heba Victory Garlic Mixture ne mi mtodro sa ba modro no asa modro no eye papa ntumi ni di o mi din sa no me di afi bi no se di ya na afi insana afi no mtumi di bi afi mi di ma edubone sa bi semi anu so mtumi di anu so mi gba mu sa afi de anu so bi du bi no mtumi di bi afi mi hu de me nya me ngam ti edo no kan wo TV so a na me kutu bu ni me no edo no anopa eni awiane anwumre no ande no si afi nyampala mi no adibia mtumi di mu si afi na toyota me ko ye black masa modro no tie edoni ye na nyame nhira mo
aje me pa me problem ye menstrual pains nda ne kakra o me so me nya me menses no boso me ma me bre pa me brankasa me timi to tondro no na ne se man ti se yesi ye bidro ha na makoto ba bia me we mtimi fa ka ekọ obi kru so ekoto bidro me timi no bi chese na Victory ni de in fact I don't know minim de wo mu de me ko tobi me ti advert no TV so sada na me sorry anwumre na me ko toye na dana me say ade yi to me padi mu no mo ja tropa yi to me padi mu ti me twa to me phone so kura say ha adwene a anka me de betum aka ho na mo ahye te say se wa hwe ye kwa wakati na bia me ya bo hye na me no maduro bi te say efi sada na yi sa mo ja tro no to me padi mu no me nya menses no maduro emma me hu sa emoja say like say kwọchị te say ni na flow kama to victory tie mentimi enja into ho nti to de bia na mo ba abaso ammo me so abaso na edon ne me di hu adanse
obi si me de cholesterol sa de bone na aba mi nipadua no abegi atenase waduro ya victory garlic mixture se wunya victory ni no ma cholesterol no se ne nani density bia no victory be yi ni nyina afi nipadua no odofo wo pedia to anama ne 024 25 45 633 024 25 45 633 and 020 129 3280 020 129 3280 a victory mkunimdie ne ade bremo.
Every human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. Natural mineral water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advert is FDA approved.
On TV XYZ na fe power 97.9 FM inside politics jumedi sini yegusua ensema hodo a etwegu o man Ghana ha de di na sene fata se wonso ubetime nya ahonti ase ahwe nhyehyɛ pampani foguso ye se be ma man Ghana fa ntoma pa be de fra no ti na brebia ye sinkonwa na ye nyina ya to adwene nti ko Facebook ayen platforms no ho at power 979 FM TV XYZ na fe watimi ahwe inside politics jumedi bi na de wadwen kire bi beba otim na to ase wo mere pem no Yabekin kan won so adwene de abo adwene de YouTube XYZ broadcaster na won so age brahwe dwene de bi midi de enke Obrempong me tena dwene de so na medi ho chiame de amount na nchi akase pa mfen koma Madam Mavis or Auditions University no ewoko for area wage brahwe dwene de bi na wie madam Yankopon shawa mempene dam awsa yan tonko so na fei nsem waka no yentimi fen so na before e be ko nsem waka no so ma menka wo se wu pensuo anom na amawa hotoso se wapomudin begina brania manenye X natural mineral water tag ne wa imam mame tag X natural mineral water ba cho ya na tag wo ho bon se X ne da ho natural mineral water inso krojin a enuane nu ahodo bi e wo se inso timi nya na onom a apomudin ye wo de ano e ba cho ebi wo X natural mineral water mu ti wankasa ne wabusuafo nyina abiribia inso e wo se mu nyusu office adwuma mba bia you find yourself manenye X natural mineral water say be ya be bom apomudin ho ban e de amamom afi say be ya ye be wedding be conference be di dwumade bia enipa ahodo bebre baby no me pa cho nsu a wo de be mom ama wo manya ahotoso se nsu we o monom ne de o mo gidie se ebebo ma pomuden ho ban de amom X natural mineral water na afei obi ani atimi age ho ukọ melcom ukọ enne minimat bi ebe wa kai na hye nso se obetimi anya nsu yi bi na wato na wanom na mom wo shop na won so pese nsu wutubi egu shop na oton afre number si amede gu dwai on beje so ama nsuo bi na so atu aton age ho fa so gu botom 0596273546 0596273546 and 0596273547 0596273547 X natural mineral water simply natural. We are still live here on TBSYZ and Power 97.9 FM. Yenko hack for aso yemra. We shall woman no de haksa mesan and haksa capsules diaba a draw or sayadwa enya tepe na wo dwane no wo tumrika no pepe di nitiache. Tiabi na fe hwe kwan ya wo or sayare aye krankro wo so no ubetimi afa so akon na yi efiri wabra bom krama. Yenko mra ne ento adwumadi so.
Hack healthcare abusuakuo a me pacho ye de ye haksa mission ne capsules e de abama ne de obi enka se wanya stomach ulcer bio enu ntine sa wo hwamia na wo ulcer boy na beje wakagina mu ama me pacho ulcer ho asem nyina no afiri wo nipadua nim e de akọ de bia ne se ne ye kire mu no ulcer ne de ye kuro ana aba wo nipadua nim ntino koye hospital oti yes wanya ulcer peptic ulcer wanya gastric ulcer wanya esophageal ulcer me pacho ni nyina no eye ulcer hodo a etimi ba nipadua no so ma nipadua no sebi ede yawo eba ebetoso na ulcer eye ya papa ye busuafo eno ntimi pacho kona kope haksa mission ne capsule CB enyi wakagina mu sene ye be ya osa ho nsensem biara wona mu yawo biara wo kom me pacho etuo betwa ede amaw na wo nsusu no watumi afa ontuma pa ede afra enu ntine me pacho ya ba akwa mu se ne de na chese osa ho nkomo na ye ba eba bedi no aya na nkofo bebre ebisa se so enema mienu aye di stomach ulcer ba de di kan AH pylori mowa aye bacterial infections omotimi di stomach ulcer eba ne de toso mienu aye non steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs ahodo a memfa ne se pain killers ahodo no mbekeka ho no na ye kase pain killer aholo no etumi mayen stomach ulcer de ene na chese ekwan ben so ne ye benom pain killer enkofa ohaw emfa emre eno na ne eye hack healthcare ye pese ye din chiremu kakra edeba yen kase menum pain killer na mmom no de ye pese ye chire nyina ne se wo stomach ulcer pain killers bi wo honom a wo se wo twi wo ho firi ho ensesa wo nom esan se se wo konom a eboa ma pains no ebe ye kese wo bra eye pain killer ne air fight against the prostaglandin na prostaglandin no so na produce a substance dey bo ye funu ho ban into one painkillers no na fe fight against a prostaglandin na we nipadua nim no enu ntina de bia ne ye tu fo say anka se o pese wonum painkiller anka wo ko a pharmaceutical shop hono ma ka se pharmacist ni se o e bia me yemra ye me ya e bia me painkiller we na nso me wo stomach ulcer obehunu painkiller obetimi eden eya ma san se ye wo painkiller bi wo hono ma wo ulcer kra na ebetimi ede ama ma ho ayeden atọ enu ntino nka wo kọ drugstore a chiremu saa wo ankasa mfa wo pe enkonkoto painkiller sanse wo yem ye wo ya sanse uti ye wo ya sanse bia honam twetwemu ntino wakọ painkiller bi na wo ankasa wanom ye toso mienu se wo nom painkiller na anka bomodin ase obedidi ansa na wanom saa dru na wakwa akoto no didi because obo won ma onum painkiller bonu se anaso wonum madura aduane bia ni nipaduanim na so na wonum aduro no unu se wo ye ne saa pa eboa ema se stomach acid no release ba nipaduanim pa obo nu se abedo so a chance na nipaduani hia na de stomach ulcer na so de oye ne e de bro so de toso miensa se uyo bi na unum painkiller anaso unum adura na at the same time no o de ensa ka ho abomodi ato betwe ho e de afri sa ne yenim no sanse sa ne ye no enya de ekoyi e de ma o eboa emma wo pains a wo ti wo ulcer mu no ano be ye de mpa yi eno nti yen hye no nsusa na eno no ho asem no afei de ulcer ne de enya ba wo so sanse nipa de wo ye den ayade be ba wo so na bia wontimi sabi wa ma ho ba yi ulcer ne nya aba yate ase ye se no pains a wo fam na no odene uhunu ni awonya uhunu no me patro aduro wei ana me kanfo ede ama wo eno nti se no wonya symptoms bi wonya signs bi wo nipadua nim se aduane to yem akra na wo yem no ahyase ɛyɛ wo ya na de bia no meka sɛ aduane tɔ yam na sɛ oyam no hyase sɛ ɛyɛ wo ya de a ɛna na wo de ne gastric ulcer de ɛyɛ ulcer kuro na ɛtɔ wo yefunu no mu no ɛno ɛna ebia aba begya wo so san sɛ ɛno na aduane nya tɔ yam ano na pains no ahyase ɛyɛ den ɛbɔ wo nkaye na de ɛtɔ so mienu no obi a se pain no wote ulcer pain na wo de aduane to yam na so wodidi na wote nka se pain no agya o kakra bia mfa ne sɛ 1 or 2 hours bia me paucho na kyerɛ wo de no ɛyɛ duodenal ulcer ɛyɛ ulcer kuro na ɛtɔ yɛn soro nkotoɔ no mu no na de me fɛ na yɛ me de was hexamisha ɛne ne capsules ho no sɛ aduro wei on no mu ma ne nsa yadeɛ anaasɛ ulcer kuro wɔ nsuno mu nko a de wɔ nsuno mu de wɔ wo yam de wɔ yɛ fɛ ne sɛn esophagus nim de wɔ num ba bia mouth ulcer bia no eyi efiri hɔ san hyɛ no nsu bio sɛ ɛyɛ aduro a asa yadeɛ ba akopɛ ensa yadeɛ miensa ensa yadeɛ nan yadeɛ mienu yadeɛ ba akopɛ stomach ulcer ɛno ntire me pacho wɔ ulcer deɛ a ɛne na edin we na wo so wo hexamisha and capsules owura fia ɛyɛ ulcer tamfo na ɛno ano no ya pɛ bi ɛde amount ɛno ntire no wo san tin ka bi sɛ ebia ya na wo tin ka sɛ wo bo so nyina ɛhyehyɛw obroni so nya acid reflux obo so hyehyɛw ɛsan sɛ gas ɛwɔ wo yam no to de bi etimi ɛbɔ ɛde ba wo soro na ama wo bo so nyina hyehyɛw ɛsan stomach ulcer nti kona kɔpɛ hexamisha ohu ɛbɛtɔw anopa wo no me ya adwene sɛ wo sorry no tin ka sɛ wo nsa ano ɛno na no nyina no to de bo etimi yetitriti osa timi decide ne ba o osa yare bone pa enu ntino se wonya satin kan bia na wo de no stomach ulcer na de aba de a ene na duro we na agi wakagina mu amasa o hawo no afiri ho e de ama wo obi akoma timi bone pim na nani su nyina kra no echim no onnam a mepacho nani su timi twa na to once no agina mepacho hwene ye osa yare bone anhwe ye woni beba ho so no na wo da hospital mpa so pomodia na kope hexamisha ene ne capsules no nom ema wo ho ento me pa cho wo so so aya na odi aduane bia na o se aduane na achoki umuni mu hanum sei obi okra de o se aduane no ejinagira ne bo obi kura timi ka se aduane na ase entimi nsane nkoto ne yefununim na eno na ne bufu a otimi de nsa wura ne munimu a no afie aduane ne nyina ba bonte mesrew saa ne ye no nyina no stomach ulcer timi de sade no eba kona kope hexamisha ne capsules na enonom ma ho ntɔ wɔn so obu ano hanum sei no tokuro bi na da hɔ kotoa bi no obi die timu emutimi ya ne ya sanse ɔsa kuro no ɛyɛ yade a ɛyɛ yade bɔne a ɔno so science ne symptoms a wonya onipadua nim no saa amena na da hɔ no emutimi ya ne ya na ma na kyiri brɛmo na kyiri dompe na kyiri nkase nyina ya ne ya obo kura na wontimi kura ntwinimu sei wontimi ntinanimu sei ɔsa de ɛbɛyɛ wo no kona kɔpɛ hexamisha ne capsules ne nonom ɛma ɔsa no enwane wo so so de no ɛtɔda bi kura na ɛma ɔkasa ho kura ho ayɛ dene ɔkasa yawa wo tinintinu ntimi nkasa dene o nanti yawa wo tinintinu ntimi fa onan kura nsisi fɔm dene me pa kyɛw o de kɔpɛ hexamisha ɛne ne capsules nonom na hwɛ de aduro yi betimi ayɛ ɛde ama wo me pa kyɛw ebia na aduane si honom untimi ntibi ni me pa kyɛw reluctant to eat and has a loss of appetite because of stomach ulcer ɛne aduro wɔ yi ɛne bɛgye wɔ kagina mu ɛyɛ hexamisha ɛne ne capsules a ɛko ɛde tia stomach ulcer na stomach pain biara ɛwɔ wo nipadua nim no kɔna kɔpɛ bi na nonom ɛma bibia ɛnkoyi ɛmfama wo dia no ɛdɛn na ulcer ayɛ ulcer nti yɛde ho kɔ hospital no yɛde ɛyɛ endoscope anaasɛ flexible tube no amepacho yɛyɛ endoscopy yɛde ato mu ne ma akɔkɔto yam ɛhwehwɛ baabi a yadeɛ ne wɔ mesrɛw ɛno no nya yaresa yawa wo fa mu no so no men didi pass on pese obefa mu biu dia ene na kope hexamisha ulcer tamfo na to adro yi bi na nonom ema ulcer no nyina no emfiri wo nipadua nim enko ede na ulcer ababaye wo nipadua yi ulcer nti wonya diarrhea aduane bia to yam a sɛbe no wagya wo nan na aduane no nyina baba bɛsen akɔ ene nti amade bia no enuane nura wo se gyina ho na etimi hye se wo nipadua no tem bia no na sentini fon na wo fon me paucho kona kope haksam sha ene ne capsules nonom ma osa no emfiri wo nipadua no mu enye de enkofre number ni sisi a na yeni nkomo ba bia wo bia no se wunya bi mpo ana wato anasa omso ma short wa mpacho ye de bi be brown na bibia no akoyi 0240 23 83 10 0240 23 83 10 and also between me 0203 822 855 0203 822 855 once between me 0546 189 405 0546 189 405 bepacho to say adropa aneton ne ho eno to ba bia wo pe eye haksam sone ne capsules bia no obenya bia ton na mom no won kran ha na ne duduo mu a ko okan se drug lane eye repass tinated hallows emefa and benis so wo kumasi akọ pfa eye Danny Helba afenso so betimi akọ Colonac for the mains and afa Misty and Arms o corporate akọ Gapson Pharmacy afenso so no se o eye nkokọ a okọ Isaac Glassford duduo mu obenya bia tu wa eye mumuni away tamale eye wo Fakujo Heba number ni bio eye 0240 23 83 10 and 0203 822 855 also betimi afre 0546 189 405 Haxa Mishine capsules no wajeme so osa etamfo abusia medamo ase medamo besi ha.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. Natural mineral water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advert is FDA approved.
Hi. Now let me tell you about Safari Valley Eco Resort, the first of its kind in West Africa. Upon your arrival, you are introduced to your butler, who plans your itinerary.
We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the eco park.
So many activities, all in the same premises. Visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting.
We also went fishing on a man-made canal. Our tour guides taught us so much about the wildlife and how to interact with them.
They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Quite a beautiful place you have here.
Visit Safari Valley Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your ward's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the Nsawam Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 GA West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
Na ede na ya obayi a oda forma so ne yafunu mu emunumuni.
Oh, Mr. Entry, also yare ya titi me ben fie pi nanso ne yamo nyono da. Se me chew no ahodo amato a me hunu hwe a ebe ya nwanwa.
Menyi ni se what ulcer tamfo Hexa capsules any Hexa mixture yanum bom kotia ulcer no bia ma no anom. Anka ne ho ato no dadaada. Ulcer dro de eno ne Hexa capsules any Hexa mixture.
Ankom ni nchiremu.
Ulcer yekura eto yefunu ene ensunu mu. Etuma wo yefunu ekeka wa. Wo gye ho a enye. Ulcer etumi ema wo ye cheko ebra wadidi awie. So how eye ulcer de a compare Hexa capsules any Hexa mixture nanum bom na ho ebeto.
Pedudu etu a ko okanshi drug lane Kumasi Dani Herbal Takradi AA Mensa Anafre 020-3822-855 Apefo abatanya wama won mofranofo ene mofra woni mfiedum yeno enka ho Hexa capsules and in a mixture.
Ulcer tamfo edie age edwadie nkrato yi atom.
Life doesn't always pause when your favorite program starts. Some days, there's still one more break to finish. But that doesn't mean you have to miss your favorite show. Download the WAPS TV Plus app. It's simple, it's quick, it's free. Head to your app store, search WAPS TV Plus, download, and you're in. Your favorite programs can move right with you. Different places, different lives, same feeling. Wherever life takes you. It's your TV, your time, your way. Feel it free.
Okada 247. Efeni person deliver parcels.
Personal, me so no pana me kwa adwuma se ya. Na to madwendwen. Esa ne traffic nti. Efi se menya Okada 247. Me dunte ma bribia.
Don't just get there on time. Okada 247, that's a right on time. Okada 247, it is the best.
Okada 247, or you safe by everyone are Sierra na waba. We're disappointed so that Mr. Sierra on number 5.
They be on pay transportation air affordable. Okada 247, and no name choice.
247, it is the best. Okada 247.
Download the Okada 247 app na our phone so. Say Android and now iOS. Okada 247. May am fa unko. Amo bambo kwanso.
Okada 247. It is safe.
If I cry na menyisika, edia ye mefui.
Ehifa pa na menya bosia, edia tre medwuma yimu.
Kai cry mabre. Me ye bosia ato taxi fufu. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yamamu akwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ya wonhyehyɛ ahodoɔ bi te sɛ dwadifo abosia, ekoko bosia, susu account, ene daso wɔ hɔ savings account, me bada chain savings account, ene de akeka ho. Suhum Rural Bank was 034229186. Na won so wetumi aka sɛ
Suhum Rural Bank. Ama ene mayeka una.
Suhum Rural Bank. Enti me pa minie.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
Obrempong eye adwumada. Eboa eyam aduane. Eboa eyi nsa free ni peduanim. Na eboa woni pedua ma etena ho yie. Nanso wonim sɛ niema a yedi na yenom timi ma brebo ye adwumaden sen pote.
Mehuda. Me brebo ye adwuma pa. Ebia sese mitumi ye bibi boa me brebo.
Ani and wanting what the left here from the Moses Clinic we have our center about herbal food supplementer. We see pa the brebo ama e ye adwuma ye.
Na Any juma.
Fatopa yenu yenu, anopani enyumre. Na ebuama obrebo ye juma ye. Sani ebeya, ebetimi anyam eduane awodi. Siesi ni peduane mo eyi mo finsi ye.
Eno na me brebo kia pa.
Ubenya Live Kid or pharmacy, herbal shops, ne supermarkets are ebeo. Sa wope dudu so to up. 0244 06 8447. Live Kid, wawu brebo, wawu nipedia. Edro yi enye ma apemfo, ma ema omomanofo, ne mmofo a wonya mfie dumien. FDA agi dwedie krato yi atum.
I was on Samu Akwabaka Sebio about live on the TV XYZ and partner 7.9 FM. Kopem 6 p.m. Bebo Yuguswa de inside politics Jumedi we eba wakwemana ye dia somo nsema hodo a etwegu o man Ghana ha de di nesere fata se won so betimi de wadwen kire de aba no eno ne enu mienu asi won konwa ye di san komo we okọ Facebook at partner 79 FM TV XYZ ewo Facebook betimi de wadwen kire de ato ase sanso na YouTube XYZ broadcast na inside politics Jumedi we timi de wadwen kire abo Jumedi ma men kan messages ne kakra ewo Facebook messages ni bia aba na yen to Jumedi so we fi DJ Ketekri. Yes, DJ Ketekri was say, wow, very impressed, great job. Hi, I'm DJ Ketekri of Sankore Infantim. Please, you do a fantastic job. Please keep it up. Good work. DJ Ketekri Nyankopon onsha no kan so jebre na wo hwe dwumade bi na de wadwenkyira ba. Yen to so mfema Wofake. I say from Wofake Neoplan Station, yes circle. I see if President Mahama free Sadinam Tamaklu. I think from tomorrow going, President John Mahama will free Chema won't me. Now Ghana is doomed. Wofake, I may pay the fact to say I be our Oshe Jumedi. Now they were doing the twice here. But as President Mahama Dean Ewan. We just have to stop politicizing everything. Ewa memu near the man penny 1420 President Mahama on your judge, on your lawyer, on your police, on your arrest, on your share. Same way, President John Dramani Mahama, nidi fi ibem Wofake. Nidi fi ibem. Aye court for any lawyers for ana edi o masem. Ti de beto dwa attorney general krade ne na sim. Se wo behwe esade akọ Supreme Court. No matter so if you come and tell me say President Mahama free your friend said nam tamaklo was say ojai won to me and so President Mahama in some ekoso nyina Wofake yen fa no what President Mahama di wom bibia your course politicizing say ya o man we yen fa no to ma pa bi mfra o ti ma bone ye for ya de a me yen chewom me efe mu nyina court say the MPP for mo kekem no de won to me your friend is saying ewo Samra boy Tano Nimiri Exim Bank Ekopim Cocoa Road contract niema hodo wuntumi aye wa ha no yenya wuntumi se wuntumi fa hudi if so many wuntumi dia ti uba ana President Mama what is say wuntumi asema ono tena so di ye Wofake aya moba moma yeni enkoma ebeboa moma nkansem a ebeboa ye nyina say ye chechire wo man yanchichiri individuals, yanchichiri political parties, yanchichiri Ghana. So Ghana should be first before any other thing. Sanya sa abribia wo man beko so won twetwede akwonachi sa yanhwe TV SYZ so platform na wo Facebook no na yanhwe nseme wo ho. Kofi Simon say okay, Kofi Simon Debbie mamento aso na menkwa na wonsem no Kofi mini papa o so nsem no betimi aka ne jai. Okay, also don't waste your time on Wofake. Debbie, it's not time wasting. It was baby aye chirechim na ye de si ho no pepepe. Was Nana a lawyer? One mo bisa Wofake say Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. No a lawyer. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo jail ya said in am terminal crew aircon 2024 May ana April ana mu jail no. 2024 I think 16th of April and omujeli said dinam tamakro wofa maybe so say na dan kwakufa do no ye judge and lawyer no ono jeli said dinam tamakro na maybe so yan compare bibia but ye hunu say wo semra ye adwuma okrom a na wa babetra na o kana say Muhammad Jai said dinam tamakro do ofa ye nya yo ye chechire wo man yan hwe we nana Akuya back again. One no day was nana and a lawyer no eba ye where accuse me sahi be quiet or say baby any sahi be quiet. Also we have some great news. Our brother Honorable Kwame Obe Ajina Debbie I know the ye to me in kindness is here ye and sema e kosono ana ye hwe. Kofi Samuel say agrada and Sedinam connections Debbie and yes apepepe Debbie we nya agrada na se Kofi nya agrada asem etu nso wetime de wadwen kire ato ye Facebook platform no so either Power 979 FM na se ana se TVXYZ na se wa mre pamini ye beken kan na ye de aboa dwumadie we ye nto dwumadie we so na ye nkwara make say Divine Hope Herbal Center for sebra omo de otwa herbal powder ba eduro yare wa hodo etimi yi free nipa bra bom ma nipa ho to no eno na sabri me bomode na me de asomwo se wote wo yare wo mu pe manusia ko herbal shop pharmacy bi ebe wo na ko pe eye otwa herbal powder Divine Hope Herbal Center for the abane bi ebe bo na yi sayare nyina fi wo de amam West Pain se wo ye oba na se ye ma ebo na ye free afi power se ye koko eno so free wo de mouth sexual weakness low libido stroke also an menstrual disorder sayare wa hodo nyina me pa chawo wono no mo twa herbal powder Divine Hope Herbal Center de abana ebetu ase de afi wo bra wadi de awie pe ana obetima no madroi wo de cap wo de shate ba kugu cap warm water shaking kakra no wanom na yi sayare we de afi ya mam ukokofori a Gapsin Pharmacy ubenya bi wo ho sanso na cap eba wo senyane House of Drugs ya shaman bo achi ansan Cape Coast na na bo achi eba eno ewotema PK Gwamila Otamale friend number si ya me de twuje wo ye pharmacy shop and I say wo herbal shop na edroi wo pe bi atu aton a Fred Divine Hope Herbal Center for ewo number si so mbeje so no ma edroi bi atu aton 0591565557 0591565557 and 0550639037 0550639037 or try herbal powder was see ujana shewa wana beba MP egusu bo won kaye se tanka daneto ufie nim mpatema na kwan so a memfa gallon emfa pan emfa bo bia enkosobi se wo ekoso petrol na diesel na efimu abane bi eja betimi atom bibia wo sa tanka no ho ebe hwere ne nkwanti de obeye ne se number me de tudwai abere bia obe se tanka adane ato ba bia no fresh number we the National Petroleum Authority for the ye wo mo a wo ma hyeda ma mo tete pa so mbe sese wo bra tanka adane ato no mo be sese o se de be ye ne bia mra obetimi so ama Ghana Police Service asno cha na Ghana National Fire Service wo mbe ba be sese na ede eye pepepe yo anase kama abam patem ho a eja bia ntimi ento ho number is 0302550380 0302550380 kana shana so se wonko kita ono esombo sen petrol 1 gallon a ebetimi ama ajato mu ma wahwere won kwa Power Specialist Herbal Hospital Sebra ya de wabi ti say hepatitis A B C D up to E wamutu ase fatty liver sciatica prostate broken bones ulcer swollen neck compo ana ye wa Power Specialist Herbal Hospital on besa yare ndi amount any fibroid the bacho what o yare o mama no sipe fa numbers na me de betu dwa no na frɛ Power Specialist Herbal Hospital no matter be bia wo de o yare akwa wonya no eye emuaye ma Power Specialist Herbal Hospital enya o last stop wo de wani chemu Kumasi a branch na wo ho no ewo eye Feyiase Lake Busum twekwan no so opposite Just Road Filling Station sanso na bedu nkran ha kwa benya pokuase ACP Road no so Nsabeka Power Specialist Herbal Hospital for ho na mo ko piem o takrade a omo wa Anaji Estate adjacent Anaji MA Primary School na ho so wagebre na woni Power Specialist Herbal Hospital for edi nkita ho yare bi aye krankra beto so wo mo beboa no ma yi na free ho number me di tudwa yi omo numbers upenkyeremu bi a frɛ mo so omo de be ma na afi wakwaje wa yare hwɛ 0244 544422 0244 544422 and 0200 383831 0200 383831 and 0325 797878 0555 797878 now if you want Power Specialist Herbal Hospital for the Shemo Okada 247 app ɛna abɛyi ɛgye Ghanafoɔ wopɛ ntɛm akɔ adwuma traffic tetew wopɛ rider ɔbɛma wo safety mo wangu sampa your safety is assured ɛnya de a adebɔne bia bɛto wɔ kwam na wobɛtumi akɔdu pɛpɛpɛ de a download the Okada 247 app no wɔ Play Store anaasɛ wɔ App Store na hyɛ aseɛ ɛne ɔmo ne nkita ho wowɔ fie wowɔ office na package bi wɔ baabi wopɛ sɛ wɔn mfɛmbrɛ wɔ Okada 247 bɛtumi akɔgye package no ɛde abrɛ wo na wopɛ sɛ wɔtena so nso de a riders ne ba wɔn kuta helmet mienu Oma hyehyɛ ɔmo kama wotena so announce waje wo helmet wɔn do traffic light ase na so red a wɔn ntwamu da ebisi ama wɔn tete pa wɔn hwɛ sɛ wo banbɔ ehu behia na ba bia wotena moto no so akɔ no wobɛkɔ akodu nti download the Okada 247 app no ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Play Store anaasɛ App Store now de toto ɛyɛ other online platforms na wɔn ɛyɛ adwuma yi a utimi Okada 247 app no wɔn rate anaasɛ sika wɔn gye no ɛwɔ form yie pa Okada 247 app ɔsɛ let's go safety proudly Ghanaian ɛbisa yɛ to adwuma de so de ama wɔ live on TV SYZ and Power 97.9 FM inside politics dwumadi so nie ntia kɛseɛ pa mfɛn kɔma nana Obrempong ado ɛwɔ latte ɛyɛ akonadi chiame penny latte akonadi latte kuapem akonadi chiame penny nana Obrempong ado nana dodo na afre no otafrija udu latte na bo otafrija obia enim no ɔhene enyine nyankopɔn onhyira bebre na ɔnya wokase ɛna yɛne David Wawi Brown Esquire wono a senior lecturer at the Accra Technical University wababeka yensa ewa ha sanso ne yehwe anim se Listowell nana kusi poku dodo na afre no kumkom oya ade yie wono ye executive director at my good governance advocacy group Ghana yehwe anim se Listowell so ebetimi ababeka yensa wo dwumadi so na ensema hodo akari nyina no ye de eho nkomo echia bako aka so nkoma Honorable Vida Adey NDC national elections are eba so yi nyame ya adoma Honorable Vida Adey call for vice chairman position a wo hwe se wo mo betoto eniema director Honorable Vida Adey nchia no na address no eti NDC fo nyina nyame ya adoma national elections no Honorable Vida Adey call for vice chairman Momoden na yes ono that TV ne so no Honorable Vida Adey or call for national vice chairman nyame ya adoma NDC amanyoko no elections national elections are baso no enti ukoto Honorable Vida Adey o paper no so aka na hunu se penifo a NDC party ni da o makoma so na wo mo yen hyehye se party ni bekoso anyiri wa hoodim na fa ne ntema pa bi de afra no Honorable Vida Adey eka ho nti vice chairman position no tomano na womwa na NDC party ahoɔden enguso enyina so Honorable Nyankopɔn enhyira wa mempene da abisa to edwumadi so na afi mema David Wawi Brown Esquire akwaba na nkɔbɔ aka ne yenhya ase na yemrebem lawyer akwaba
yenua
na ho te sɛ
nyame adomo
de Nyankopɔn ase
nyame adom
bibia de dadi temamoto we no akosi sen so what dey one na afa pa
omuguso eye
sa contractors ni gina so
omuguso ye pa
okay
eni bre oso
okay
but mama nye correction bi Honorable Vida Adey no or say vice chairman hopeful
yes
so she's not come or say why na dream say some bie eyi na
obekobi sa pepe na chire mu no
say because microphone antia say omaka say
ono e vice
who company amano
David say baby oya me mamia
why na adwin say can minka say obeka ma ya disqualify ka say oya campaign that's why I'm putting it
campaign there say o no see the open pa asase enkrofo bebre atwe omuchi de da so asase eburu nsuo ntem a na wani ye kokko ntem nti Honorable Vida Adey nyame ya adomo a national elections no there be
no o hwe na oyobi a odi mu papa
a solid woman yes
so
yes
me ya say
Nyankopɔn adomo
me chia me no tia na me ma ne me yere omo hwe
oh good
me chia omo nyina
okay
my children I greet all of you and me chia ashamamfo me crop ashama one is ashama me base
ashama minimizenu
unimzenu ashama de me ra ashama in 1980
from 1980 no what na Ashama is. Ebe pem ne.
1980.
That's about
1980 now we dey.
Oh say. Oh many.
Okay.
So 83 company na yen na dey. Oh Mr. Director
Rafa. Maybe Ashama boy pa.
Oh nice.
Ashama oh. Say Ashama wa onim ye bo akutrin wo ye we worked in Ashama ni. Enti me cha me nu Ashama mfo. Na answer na be sha won say Supreme Court Emma ruling be about say yema every party member in good standing.
Yeah.
I support that idea.
When it
minia. Yeah, na ye ni sky be I be thought delegates no. E be boy am. Because one minia when say nkrofo ho they will want to elect you. But when this car would be ebetua anti hadwen. Na ebe manso ama yeah, you be power you say you leading nkrofo no. We focus on everybody, not only on the delegates. And esa won say obi aya ebia MP ana obi awanya sa position di brano, you only be focusing on delegates because now doing trend say anytime you be election no obepe bibi to deal with the delegates. And secondly so to become delegates, the person will influence our decision.
Okay.
Decision ebia branch election. And I'm say on him say branch election crofon now omo delegates no ebia omo branch executives into no obeso influencing those who become branch executives, so that at the end of the day the same people vote for them as this
Supreme Court decision or the about internal elections in count and hardening still down apart from the parliamentary any presidential no and no my it's right from branch to a constituency regional up to national no still you see the delegate system na the ato abano a parliamentary and a member of good standing a member of good standing but say if you branch constituency regional up to and non count
because ebia momo hu say it's not national election
and so much eska oh
no I know there me fa hu say parliamentary
and I will PC now person
parliamentary
yes
any presidential no?
Yes
and no now people are coming to serve the nation and tie penkrofo a who say the moment I let you become a PC nobody can take you are forced to the people to elect you but me say before we were PC we should have majority of the people from that political party ever decided so once we will start getting the right people to the top what I say and for me it's a good one.
Okay, sir, ruling the Supreme Court dia ba bon no MPC ni bebre akire omadwene ade afa omra shebjem ye hwe nsemo MPC ni bi aka ade afa sa delegate system ya Supreme Court ye fi onomra.
Expanding it to make everybody vote will not stop monocracy. In fact, it will increase it. That I want to let you know. Stopping monocracy is legislation and enforcement of that legislation. That's the only way that can stop monocracy. So if it is stopping monocracy, that's why they are doing that. I'm sorry, it's not going to stop monocracy. Unless somebody has not gone for an election. If you've gone for an election, you will know that it's going to get worse than before. So those who have the intention to contest parliamentary presidential elections, they should prepare and prepare very well. Otherwise, I'm sorry.
The delegate system didn't start today. I know in the NPP sometime, I think in 1987, they were about 14. And then it went to 25. Then it went to 500. It went to 900. In my constituency right now, we are about 1,006. So if we keep saying that we need to increase this because once the number is increased, people won't pay. Look, it will surprise you to know that if somebody wants to pay, that is, if people are paying, it doesn't matter when it gets to 10,000. They will select those people and pay them.
We cannot have money control the process to elect leaders that we think would champion the collective progress. So it has been a concern for everybody, and there's a sense in which this kind of decision will, in my view, correct that. It won't correct it completely. But I guess politicians and candidates standing for elections would now have to spend money on communication and on their campaign structures generally, because you are now reaching a much bigger number of people. But what has been obscene, the payment of money to individuals to go and vote for you, which has become almost an acceptable subculture, I think will be addressed by this decision.
The nature of African society, you can't visit the people empty-handed. You go, you gather people, you have to pay for furniture that they sit on, tables and chairs that you rent, canopies that you rent to engage them, especially when it's raining season. You can't tell them to, you have to buy them to a common place to try to talk to them. You can't talk to the whole society because it's not like general campaign. Are you getting me? So to some extent, that monocracy thing is still there. We unless, and like I said, those who will be qualified to vote as delegates will be those who might have fulfilled their part, their dues. But to that extent, the party will have some financial muscle.
Enti lawyer mashabeja foni bia sa asem ya Supreme Court de betu dwa no adaya no ana omo kirekire o madwene wo ho no de omo kan de na o kan de afa
o menua o hwe nkrofo na omo kasa na honorable Nitu so omo agadeska sisi MP bitimi ka kire o say me makroska mediska to ho for elections enti me ba me mamu hwe time no do a me chiche sika na ma wini empty can wait now. And I've heard this from some politicians.
And enya de eboa.
Wow, some microphone do so now current chair who do also canopy na ma rent wa. It is going to the general everybody. It's not going to certain individuals. Anyway, obi equal election and no see I'm focusing on chairman and our secretaries and I'm being microphone me wini no akopeska no there massa 4 people no say omuntu man no wini say the enkonye sabium you see say they have opened it up so when you ska 80,000 people but me anya ska 5,000 for no akocha ma 80,000 kopen akocha
because enra yene Siddiq Abubakar Suleiman or a communications and research team member the man this Amanyoko Greater Accra Okopi Sinibi, I think I was not or I was East Mubako, Okobi 2024 Wendy and Okan the amount of money.
Now some Okobi
who go
me a PC 2024.
Lawyer. When you are general.
Me a PC.
I say ne colleague bako Otoni fie.
Yes.
I know the be Wendy. And the pressure about your pieces in the soul.
Yes. Now sky me obi hwe me ye campaign election day no crop e ka kire me crop me neighbor ka say my brother your brother is the best candidate too but you know they give money
Oniska
so, your brother know they give money so me these people give me we go vote for but your brother be the best candidate.
Do you think this new ruling the sanity be back
it will yes to some people may still be taking money. But I bet you
say nipa 80 never bet 80,000 never bet to abana. Can you pay?
You can't pay to everybody, but definitely people will be selected giving some. But it's better. Yet me and Sena check Sanya Maya. A bet Buama will develop to a stage where you don't need to spend money to win elections.
Okay.
Which I say.
Okay.
Because the last election won't say now here opposition and this one to and Chinese people. But MPP yes a been much 5,000, 7,000. So if you are sharing 5,000
to individuals
to let's say another 5,000
delegates
5,012 that's about 25 million. Well, me was at 25 million Ghana cedis. You as MP, no, you could have used that money to do something in the
development
in the constituency.
The whole constituency benefited from.
And to one say they go there, no, say Scar Ebebabia Munya Mudibe development, no, they hold it for elections. So for me, it's a good decision. Only those are more person who depend on Musika, more cross cardia was for this thing, and this will also even challenge people to what. Attend to the people, the grassroots.
Since you've been there before, no, to some extent, to create a MPC will be 80 million loan.
Uncrofat me tomu omu japadia and I will see people take loan. Obi Krokoji loan against me as Grasha.
Hey,
I'm telling you. Obaji loan against me as Grasha. Ebia near Grasha and 500 Obaji loan cry. Now you know Koji loan from friends and loved ones anyway. Sha. Now near my course easy. I'm telling you. And to me election me miniska. The money I have
Scar won you crown 2024 which you are saying.
To be honest with you, yes. Manchester to people to vote for me.
Okay.
I told them during the campaign, say I will not, and it's something. It's a idea because I abhor it. You know.
Okay.
I do not want to do it.
Okay.
To give money to individuals, say no. But once MP Bako Obi Eka say, Uko share microphone because you organize them, you pay for the chairs, canopies.
And
that's what is allowed. That goes to the people, the organization. Sure. But giving money to individual delegates to vote for you, no. And no.
Bitcoin and mo sack. TV
ni
fridge.
Into money way. I mean, if I have such money, obit me spending. Say, if I have 25 million Ghana cedis to spend, say maybe we need to go to parliament. Dear, what if it is about service? My question is this: if going to parliament is about service to serve the people,
yes.
Why would you want to spend 25 million Ghana cedis and go there? So you see, some of the people who go there, may not be good money. No, they are called for immunity. So at the end of the day, Ubeti say they are involved in this, they are involved in that, and they want to use their position as MPs and E's to cover up for immunity. That is not service. Okay. If it's about service to the people, why must we be fighting each other? A big crowd, people even in some country jurisdiction, they even kill each other just to take that position. If it's about service, why must we go to that extent buying votes? Okay. This has been my challenge.
Okay.
And I think, sir, the Supreme Court coming out with this, and it's a very good ruling. It's a very good one. Going forward, as we go along, we'll be shaping it to remove monocracy from the system.
Very well. David Warwick Brown, senior lecturer at the Accra Technical University. And as I be there, nkɔmɔ aka ni nyinaa no yɛ biem na yɛ nyinaa yɛakyerɛ yɛadwene ɛwɔ ho lawyer yɛntɔ dwumadie no so sɛdi nam tamaklo ati no me na wode ka sɛ ade ɔwɔ nsawam nanso the appeals court ɛnɛ akwati no discharge no of all counts bia yɛde bɔɔ no conspiracy to steal causing financial loss to the state ɛne deɛ ka ho bebree nyinaa no was prosecutors no woman timi enyina enya bibi enyina so ankase ampani apani nuane ampa sensem ya yede abo said nam tamakro ntansa no eho adansede ni nchene me ne wode ka say she has been acquitted and discharged say ankasa be de won kofie na onkotene fie na wonye na home but immediately judgment we ba bon no the Attorney General of the Republic of Ghana awonu gina Ghana me said there be asem from the High Court 2024 judgment by yes on kokodem no one de omu merit was seven omu say nsuo ginam it is appeals court abeka we see and the omu so de be Supreme Court aban no ginam Attorney General ginam no de Supreme Court akoye sampa appeals court asem na waka no yes apepepe na tie ana bibi fufuro sense me minim say wadi akiri kakra niam ewumi na watie bi den na wo kan de afa ho.
Yo, my main say, as a lawyer, no, normally the emra and the ejuma.
Okay.
Yeah, first of all, say I congratulate lawyers now on the appeals in the choir,
okay.
And I'm also let me say commend highly Attorney General.
Yes.
So on who say is going to challenge the decision. So yawo rule of law and yawo democracy.
Okay.
Enti nia miminim say so obi court na say court bi ebunifo who were the right so be ko appeal.
Okay.
Enti said nam no oni oman na ye jail no. She was tried in absentia.
Yes.
And found culpable of the offense and then jail sentenced. Enti obaye me say tamawo outside mpona omufale sa appeal and the appeal has been pending And I think there were 74 counts, or was it 73 counts?
78
counts.
Yes.
And yeah, is you. 78 counts. And a high court say no. Counts na nyamana omode buy, you know, and charges no omode buy. They saw some merits in it.
Yeah.
And I'm say uncle that if you ask,
yes,
and I can. Yes, sentence, you know. And omo call for appeal. And a court of appeal, the three wise men. Almost there were some defects in the charge sheets and work a jumana prosecution.
Okay.
And a acquittal and a discharge.
Yes.
It is still the rule of law. And for me, you know, judgment in kind fully, except being.
So I have the judgment here.
Yeah.
I will
yeah. Yeah, obey the department kind of fully.
Okay.
So that I can know exactly the.
It's about 98 pages.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it 98 or 94?
98.
98.
Yes, I have it here.
Oh, 98.
Yes,
okay,
98
I thought
pages.
90.
Yeah.
And to make kind way, but it is we are in the rule of law. Sana, unse court of appeal, equity, discharge, you know. You call Supreme Court 2 things. Supreme Court meant you say near court of appeal they are upholding the decision of
verdict from the court of appeal.
The decision of the court of appeal.
Okay.
Or they overturn it. Or they can vary it. Vary and say way the judge say way there. And funny kwansu. But way a funny kwansu.
Okay.
So the sentence depending on the circumstances, you know, the sentence can even be varied.
Okay.
And it is even possible because
okay.
And the Supreme Court also ekasa, that is final. But so you can go for a review.
Okay.
But say review no omuyana say Supreme Court say sena ejina sana ejina, that ends it. You would go into the gallows. And me dream say microphone mo ready political meanings into
I was coming there. Now if you go to social media and other platforms, MPP4 Atiegum say where the President John Dramani Mahama no ankasa na woyi said nam tamaklo EDP say obekaya messages biana me kind say na obi ka say President John Dramani Mahama said nam tamaklo
and akufado na edini 2 man
and na e was so oyi chairman wuntumi so eno ente sa
de bide amenia na sedinam Christine tamaklo ationo tamaklo okokoto enya presidential pardon na man no
okay
say wuntumi so betimi akọ court of appeal some can say MPP4 are lawyers akukuda mo say omo ye appeal amano antimi mpa ebo ane say omo nya sa akukuduro mu no mutimi kosa court of appeal no say court of appeal say wuntumi undifo enti omunjana attorney general appeal obetinya appeal to the Supreme Court
okay
umpire obejaimu sa it's the same thing na esi wa ha said na menya presidential pardon ana emano ana presidency constitution ama me to me say yesi obi edifo na ye de ni tumu a me president me who kwan say metimi aka say o sa nipa ne boni no ye de eden ye de acha nti yenyini fi efiase enye sa na eden esi ana interestingly no so no attorney general say onu dwin say attorney general NDC attorney general onu dwin say said nam no o asem eden e boni ponti obeden obe appeal sa a decision of the court of appeal.
Okay.
Atinia MPP4 kika ni we no. Sa usi Mahama na eyina. Anti yenka say Akufo-Addo na eden edini tumu.
Okay.
Because 2024 Akufo-Addo time na yes sentence said na. Me madwin kire me say ba sa ne mai say am emfa enye politics. Ye ne sa obi bet be ko di boni. Politician bi okodi boni a na ye chena oni emra edia na obisa politics ma ye nyene sa uta say me say Supreme Court final na say tamakro no we dibon because me kan nyama scanner ye kan wasam scanner di dosu millions thousands of hundreds China udi $1 we public official now do $1 who come o ebi okra be ku
China
yeah. And for me, you know, wow, minia, yabedu pempensua as a politician be aya bonia. Na odi na ye fa kwan so a politicize bibiana odi no wajimu. Ana politician bi nso ondi bona se bi asamba e behwe mu yie no because of politics since na ya dey.
As a lawyer, say court can say acquitted and discharged of all counts against her. Does that mean say and Semu Biara under the former administration of the MPP and Ananda Kwakufado near Large Mahmoud Bamia now we some penina bedijino Attorney General Godfrey Yeboah Dame time as semi the court on Godino and they Asemo appeals court as acquitted and discharged. Does that mean say all the 78 counts and Sembia one more kind financial loss to the state, conspiracy to to steal and Niemen? Does that mean say and no cray na court abogwana?
Okay, so Obama say you can count na ya the offenses na twaso.
Yes.
Main kind judgment no high court the main kind.
Okay.
Ebi amwati me the 78 counts akọ. And nipa na bia be sentencing based on 2 counts.
Okay.
And not 3 counts.
Okay.
And say acquitted and discharged what it mean of all the counts. And let's say all the counts now yedi na book yedi kodro ebon and nam so yedi kodro ebon no. As accounts now for which reason all the counts upon which the person was convicted and then sentenced, those counts umoboegu. So if there are 20 counts and a man here jailing now also have 20 counts, say 78 counts now and noon soon amunam a jailing now all the 78 counts yaboegu. That is what it means.
Right, I just say under her no. Assembly anyway see a ban of causing financial loss to the state, conspiracy to steal.
Sanya mana prosecution the court say why say why to steal why say bonise say no ehun biara no court ni say emfane kwanso.
Okay. Oni nyina so
ha court ni say prosecution and attorney general any nyina so a omode e bon ko edu a omode ne kotumu.
That is a bit scary. Yeah. From the appeals court in there, because I am looking at High Court. Now, Asemwa, the appeals court, every count, the ball, sitting on Tamakro, the former Maslock CEO, a man, you're jailing in 10 years. Sabe, the appeals court
is saying, counts in a damn funny quem.
Is that not scary for a judicial system?
Let me not say it's scary. Let me say, sir, it is a law. That is the view of the Court of Appeal. Attorney General say, no, any Court of Appeal, he has the rights to obey appeal. Say, Supreme Court now. Near Supreme Court na ebeka finally no eno ne baba be emra no e wo man.
It is said nam Tamaklo. Sanka wanya appeal a ankasabre 10 years no gusu twa.
Ba me no nkrofo bebre egu jail because omu ni scam appeal no. Omu gusu wo ho.
Wow.
There are a lot of people who would have been freed.
Some appeal.
They could have freed because look, there are a lot of people in jail who have not committed the offenses that they were sentenced for. I believe so. And there are some too who are walking free because they have committed offense. They are walking free because maybe the prosecution could not do its work properly. But I see the law and it said it is better for one innocent person to be set free than for what 99 no, let me put it this way. It is not good for one innocent. Okay, it's better for one innocent person to be let loose. What I say?
Okay.
Say, Udi obia undi for nipa bakwa undi for no. Say udi nipa bakwa to efiase no.
Yeah.
And your boni kesiye chain 99 criminals who are set free. So it's better for 99 criminals to go free rather than one innocent person to be incarcerated.
Okay.
So what I say? Because say obi a on the for now udi ne beto efiase no eyechi wade.
Say ekoba ne say judgment if you appeals court ebaye na attorney general eye kom na where hunu bibia hono say okay ya fa ne sa said na Matthew no chamaklo why free me na okase ogusu wonsawam a odem na sabre ya sema be de yenkofa ne mfiri o na bi anka yenkofa ne mrafia anka high court judge awotena asem no so no anka bibi betimi akono so ana so ne de wadi ni case awie
oh
because appeals court about dane judge na asem no kai wo high court. I just want to understand
what it is in any sense once a minute uti hey asem bi betimi aba the way I mean no may not be the same. One say asem echo high court asem timifi district court appeals from district court goes to the high court.
Yes.
Appeals from circuit court goes to court of appeal because court of circuit court say depending on the type of a say a connoisseur, and we are saying that the higher the court the more knowledgeable in the law.
Okay.
Or the more knowledgeable in upholding justice that the court is.
Okay.
And nothing a Supreme Court you do one is Supreme Court and kasa not just only final authority. And to qualify to go to the Supreme Court different from to qualify to be a court of appeal. But once a judge is also is based on law. The judge may make a mistake or a human being in the error, and so we have an error on the side of law, error. So, of course, judge, there's nothing that we can do to the judge. That is the judge's view based on arguments now, prosecution, any defense lawyers, and a judge in a dream say, Niama meti court, Tomuba court, Sana Assembly Equayano, Mima dream Cheremi say, Sedinam, we did for anti Uncle Dem. Echo court of appeal, no. Court of appeals almost assembly will say, oh, they be send a echo, and since I end cosa,
me how ni jina ho. Now, a dear na the high court judge no hunia utimi jina so. Ama se the court of appeal say, in so be any sense, into dear na high court judge jina so or the sentence say.
Emrano. That is what well, assembly it can go to the court, Supreme Court,
yes,
and the Supreme Court will uphold the high court's decision. That is how the court system works.
Okay.
And look, assem to me echo high court. Echo court of appeal. Court of appeal before near high court no. Okay. Then it will go to the Supreme Court. Now Supreme Court attorney judgment.
And your lawyer the power.
Law is an interesting thing.
So I'll be your learned colleague.
I'll be very happy. No, I'm encouraging you.
Okay.
Well, law who's your crana say one to me now participate. It helps you to shape. Yes.
Your defense.
Before me a lawyer no.
Yeah.
My lawyer no. Yes, I call you your crew now. You know kasa. People say as I said my too critical so they be. My wife, before I even became a lawyer,
yes,
those days, me be a lawyer. My wife said, as I said, everything. Say, me bana say, unkolani complaining, na. Or say, na, maybe say unkolano. Mommy said this. Is it true? Because we have been trained to listen to the other side. And that don't jump in to say, oh, we are mayor, we are minia, and anti-wakasanti. That is the truth. I want to listen to what the other side because justice, look, justice, justice,
yes.
So bet me,
yes.
So I was listen to both parties. Now, call our dream. And dream say, near waken in your waken. Dear one
very well. But I say, David Warwick Brown Esquire, a senior lecturer.
Wednesday.
Oh, nice. Accra Technical University, Yeneno, and Guswa, sharing himself. List to all. Nana Kusi Poku Okumkom, Executive Director, the Good Governance Advocacy Group, Ghana. One also, or kind of Jumedi. So I will say, I make us a victory garlic mixer, Abba Drama so. We will be our Koma booking king, what I will ya deke to be, or 4 steps, scrabbles, a what bread, I don't want to now home, me pacho, and near maybe quay when you pedrianum, victory garlic, Mr. Bebow, now I'm ordinary genepi. If he said, no more, a road I will nip a dream, road I won't trim and 2 mojem, baby a pobby SCC. mepacho esanim ama moja timi die frusane wo nipadua ye nti eno no eyi sa yare ni fio on sane on nan nyina timi ye titiri na yese de ananse a chew no ananse onye police ni da yare kopa victory garlic mission anom on sane on nan ye titiri ne beja dizziness ana etete wo victory garlic mission ebetu na sekra se wo pedro bi atwa ko kan shikins walk ubenya bi ato na mum wo pharmacy shop anase herbal shop na adroi upe bia frɛ Aniana Enterprise for our the victory garlic mixture be dwama so e wo number si am di tudwa no wo mo ne ubedi nkita ho no mama victory garlic mixture ne bi ego pharmacy anase herbal shop na so waton agye afoforo nkwa number betimi afrɛ Aniana Enterprise for so 0201293280 0201293280 and 0242 545-633 0242-545-633 now set me a victory garlic mixture Aniana Enterprise for the abeg drama and so be ope baby ajo ahome company mo ope baby na my conference ope baby your wedding ope baby your way engagement party be bacho akonya na abakese pa the amount if you Safari Valley Eco Resort e ho afa yie pa e ho ye kama so ko drew be aya omo looking at the greeny nature ohwe breeze kra ebo ho said the weather ni sifa tie wo ho na ohwe kwan o mafa so create Madmill Lake a create Hamlet Zoo e mo ewo mu no betimi ni bi kra di agra wo mo enye ohwe e fili environment no we are dan papa ene aduane papa ano mo de besomo nti wanya holiday vacation leave bi na wankasa na wo kɔ ho ana no we hu kani na e ka ho akwa me pa chawo baabi a koduru ho anya obehu ni sasa wo abrochimem Safari Valley Eco Resort ko ho na kwaje wa home na dwumadie bi a opese wudi say conference ye party wedding spaces wo ho a Safari Valley Eco Resort for wo modern ma out normal rent kai na hye nso so mo wo kwapema mu Miami kro kwapema mu ana Safari Valley Eco Resort wo edu kro ma kwapem ene akugwa kwapem da ho a ana o masiesie ho fe a ukoduru ho a wangasa be mu sampa wa ba bia ye hote ye class ya wani betimi age fa mo number ya me di tudwa na from wo hia nkyiremu bia kan sami amaka ho mo de besomo na wankasa wo de wani nkosia ne wonan akohwe Safari Valley Eco Resort na be frame adam ase number betimi nya Safari Valley Eco Resort for so 0596 914394 0596 914394 and now visit your website no www.safarivalleyresort.com www.safarivalleyresort.com na ni omu ninkita ho na nkomo aka bia no wo mo de besomo na so atimi anya bra kojojo ho e Safari Valley Eco Resort. We are still live on TV XYZ and Power 97.9 FM inside politics Jumedi Sunye and David Warwi Brown Esquire one of the senior lecturer at the Accra Technical University yan toy and come so lawyer now Constitutional Review Committee tenase na one more tenase no make recommendations be respect to our 1992 Constitution ayede ebo wo man hu ebra say wo hwa out of the recommendations are the Constitutional Review Committee by no aban no agi ebi edi atomo ha me ba be boso na afa yetimi hu komo government accept the principle that the president should pay taxes on salary allowance and indirect goods services a year Attorney General reveals this is say omampani ne salary edi betua no allowance bi e be ba no e wo so timi tua a year taxes e wo sense me then I will can dey afa ye mfa de back na fi
minia
yes
maminka say wow Sasam we
yes.
Ye can president entua tax entua me dwin one am say. Sir Ebia president eg 10,000 na and tax anymore. Na who's entua tax?
Yes.
Na say we introduce tax. Na president is still up so onya 10,000. So but to aketuenu mu ebia there 15,000 na 5,000 no. Akoya tax.
Okay.
So for me no
but say ye wo president ye woni sika di tua no bosomia by
no but
na bibia yes enti obede no wato
no
say
he should pay no
obetia tax inte o say to man
if enka yentua tax o man mu a enka salaries are yetua ye no
yes
it will not be like that ebia they will measure net salary over take after tax no na yetua na tax bi any ho it's amount to the same. The only difference I mean when you say paying tax on indirect goods or allowance.
Yes.
Say media allowance 20,000. Now see mommy into your tax. Now they say I don't see me into tax. Now me say I still want to take 20,000 cedis as my allowance. I will increase the amount so that the tax will take care of that. I should still maintain the 20,000.
Yeah.
Don't work it out. So for me, I don't see that if the only effect I mean when they say
yes,
those indirect goods. I don't know what the definition of indirect goods and services are. Maybe those ones, maybe which is not related directly to the presidency. You know, if that is what they are talking about, fine. But for me, that the president paying tax or not paying tax.
No. We know the salary of the president.
Yes.
Structure nedaho.
Yes.
And the CRC say will be your tax. On to me increasing. Say okay, maybe be your tax there. Then it has to be increased. So
no, don't forget that. If they say the president should pay tax, it cannot just start today.
Okay.
The constitution it will start a time limit to be given. And within that time, when he's going to fix their net salary, they will adjust it based on the tax.
Can the president adjust his own salary?
When I say they are going to fix the president himself may not do. A committee does that.
Okay.
What I say?
Okay.
A committee does that. The point is just about you, like you say, your chauka, your till tax.
And
you say sometimes you call interview now, besides also my net, I want to take a net of let's say 10,000. What it means is that if they only do 2 more, it means they will pay you a gross salary of certain amount. Your working tax now, not net, I do 10,000.
Okay. Tibet might be 13,000.
30,000 or 12,000. You're working now about 10,000.
Okay.
And say name maybe 15,000. Now say 15,000. Say I mean just say entry tax. If I'm working my salary and I still want to maintain my 15,000, I will push the figure, the gross, to a higher level. Okay. Unless they are telling us the president does not have a right to what increase his salary, his specs, and all that.
Okay.
I getting it.
Okay.
I think the rationale behind the whole thing may not be bad, but maybe we have to look at it in a certain way.
That's fine.
Which I say.
Okay.
Okay. So I would have even suggested,
yes.
As for the president, the salary should not be bad. Allowances can be taxed.
Can be taxed. But you see the salary. So let's look at the second point. The Attorney General of the Republic of Ghana, the Government Accountability Series in 7 or 2. You say government has accepted recommendations to abolish the death penalty, replacing capital offences with life imprisonment sentence. We know so. Okay.
I won't say life death sentence. Is because of human rights issues anyway. Sometimes in the past, me can book be Bediako the Adventurer.
Okay.
In that book, Obi I accusing falsely and he was sentenced to death. Fortunately, that a week before he will be executed, Now those who committed a crime, were drinking somewhere and there was an investigator who heard their conversation, and that was what saved
the person.
The person. So. Sometimes the death sentence is we are slowing on it because there may be somebody maybe even though he may be sentenced may be found culpable and sentenced, in real sense he may not really have committed offense.
Okay.
And if they made his life imprisonment, it's not bad.
Okay.
But for me, no. We should change our laws in a certain way. The way China is going, I don't think I want to be corrupt for China, no.
And not
ding. We are government official now they will shoot you.
And Chiwa, it doesn't matter the opposition.
No.
So your minister.
Former presidents have been no. You see, but I think maybe the death sentence, change life imprisonment. It's not bad.
Okay.
We can do with it.
Very well.
Manage it.
As part of proposed constitutional reforms, Minister Justice Attorney General Dr. Ayeni has announced that the government supports the position that district chief executives should be elected rather than appointed.
Mifuaso. But it must be done. You see, they should be elected. But for me, I still believe, sir, in that election, the presidency should have some leverage. That you can nominate my suggestion will be
you pick from
I think sir,
yes.
Even though it should be election, the president should still nominate. You know why? Because the district chief executives are operating, they are the representatives of the president.
Yes.
And if they are the representatives
and they are representing the president at their various constituencies.
At their various districts and municipalities.
Yes.
If that is the case, and they are to work with my vision, then I must have some level of control over the people. And this has always been my argument.
Okay.
What I say?
Okay.
That is why we have separation of powers.
So the nomination will come from the president.
Maybe nominate
and then the election will take place at the various
exactly. Nominate 5 people. Okay. And these 5 people or 3 people who you have nominated, the people over there know the best amongst them.
Go through vetting
and
processes.
Exactly. Fine. So they will be voted on by the majority of the people.
Okay.
Because you are going to represent me. If I'm going to send you to represent me, assuming I have a vision, I came out with a manifesto, and you have to represent me in a district, and then we go and open it up, and maybe an opposition person goes and stands and wins the election. How would that person work with my vision?
Okay.
That person will seek to thwart my effort, so that will enhance their political fortune. So my argument has always been that yes, we can go for elections, but those to be elected, must be what? Nominated by what?
The president.
The president. This is the way unless we want to change our governance system so that at the municipal level, it will not be about what the representative of the president.
That is fine. So let's look at the next point, which is government accept a fixed tenure for the office of Chief Justice, establishing a 10-year term limit based on constitutional review committee recommendations.
And I think there is an addition, let's put it in perspective, such that if the person will not have 10 years, then when his tenure of his age to retire reaches, then the person retires. And the Supreme Court Justice are to retire at 70, is it 70?
I don't know
70.
The age, yes.
70.
Okay.
So if you are 60 years and you become CJ, 70 you retire. If you are, let's say,
but that will be the term.
Fixed term. The term is 10 years.
Yes.
No matter how young you are.
Okay.
When you do 10 years,
you are off.
You are off as CJ.
Okay.
But if you are the number of years
left,
you are
65 and you are appointed as a Chief Justice.
Yes.
That means I can't be
5 years. So once you attain age of retirement or retirement age, you retire.
Okay.
You don't necessarily have to do all the 10 years.
Okay.
That is what they propose, and that's what the president, the government is supporting.
Very well. Fifth point here: the minimum age eligibility to run for president of Ghana is set to be reduced from 40 to 35 years under proposed constitutional reform.
No, I would have even opted for 30 years.
30 years,
yes.
non-demand penny.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Adentia.
If we have less than 30 years running multi-million dollar, do you know that it is, let me I'm putting this in context. Do you know that it could be easier for somebody to run a presidency than to run a corporate institution? It could be easier.
How?
Good. When you have good cabinets, you have good people supporting your government, things will be done easier for you. The problem we have with some of our leaders is that they don't choose the right people.
So the clause is when you have. Yes. What if you don't have it?
So you need to choose. And we end up choosing what? Bootlickers. You know, we were in this country some 8 years ago. A president chose certain people. What happened? People he was praising, they ended up messing up the economy.
The economic management team.
Whiz kids and all that. They messed up. While there were people who he knew could do the job.
Now, Westgate can economic management team.
And also known as vice president. He was supposed to be the chairman.
The
economic wizard. Now, you come Bible quotation be brave. They be not sure. Look at the way they messed up the economy. Meanwhile, we had people like Dr. Osakoto. Is it Akutosei?
Akutosei was part of the economic management.
But are you sure he was giving if even the vice president we hear was not given the room to operate? How much less Osakoto? What a solid team. The team ended up being porous.
You support the
I support 35 years.
No?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a step in the right direction.
Okay.
Macron, how old was he when he became the French president? He wasn't 40. He was not.
Okay.
Yeah. If we can have chiefs who are less than 30 years and all that, why can't we have a president?
No, chiefs need to be 20 years.
Yes. And they do well. You see,
but the difference is very clear. Say, well, Obi Benya 20 years, no Obi Benya 20 years or year president. Difference.
Don't you see?
Because presidency,
No. Don't you see? Say, we always say, or a young cry, he has what the elders around him to advise him.
Sure.
It's the same thing. It's just that we have westernized, or let's say we have formalized the chieftaincy. Administrative, political.
Okay.
What's the difference? Look, you cannot. Look at the work young men are doing very well. Look, Sami Javi is not 40 years.
Yes.
Isn't it?
No.
I don't know. But he's doing well at the
not 40 yet.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah. We have ministers, cabinet ministers who were doing well in their ministries.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't?
Yeah.
Rollins was not 40 when he became head of state of the Republic of Ghana. And he did well. The problem is getting the right people to work with. Surrounding yourself with the right people. Mm-hmm. Choosing the right people to work with. That has been our bane. And sometimes the leader we choose, the type of leader we choose.
And also can.
So it is not how old the person is, nor how young the person is, but it's about the right leader. Choosing the right person to lead us. Akufo-Addo was 60 something.
Mm-hmm.
Grandpa, I think
72.
Yeah, 72
before he became president.
Yeah. We thought that anyway, Mami Nkohonomo, and maybe
okay.
I don't want to use I respect former president and president.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Okay, so the government has accepted the recommendation to cap the total number of members of parliament in Ghana, proposing a maximum of ceiling of a year 300 seats. Yeah.
And that one too, I learned there is a caveat. They will maintain a 276 elected members, and then the 24 we reserve for, say, women and people with disability.
Oh, okay.
And I have a challenge.
What's your challenge?
Capping 30, I don't have. You see, this issue of, capping it for, if you say people with disability or people with women.
Yeah.
If parliament is about lawmaking, are you getting it? And we want the right representation. Is it just because the people are women they should go to parliament, or because they are disabled they should go to parliament? I am not by then speaking against the idea.
Okay.
I am not.
Okay.
Especially so talking about the women. What if we come to a point, we have constitutionalized this, then we come to a point where...
Yeah, catch you.
Sorry. Who say now there are two constitution in move.
Yes.
Say Emma, na be do pempensubia 200 members of parliament are women, elected members na elect omomu Emma. Now you say 24 e the come. Are we going to change the law say we are giving opportunity to what?
But I know say yeah elected 200 we are. Say MPs.
But so my problem, my challenge is always trying to say, let's give opportunity to women, let's reserve this for women. What is stopping the women from contesting?
In
what sense? But they have always said, what a man can do, a woman can do, and do it better. Why are we always what? And for me, I see that as what? Discrimination. I'm not against women. Let no one. I'm not. I give equal opportunity to my children. Fortunately for me, I thank God. Okay. And I'm proud to always say, I have 3 boys, 3 girls.
Okay.
You see, maybe we have to rather look at how we can encourage women to take up such political positions. But to make it look like, maybe create that a reserve for them to they will rather be lazy and always be depending on what the fact that a law should always give them leverage. So now discriminatory.
Okay. Last point now.
What am I saying? Now last point back.
Now they are
one farmer draw the citizenship.
Okay. The last time you were talking about it. So you come up with that. So the government has accepted recommendations from the Constitutional Review Committee report to extend the tenure of office of the president and members of parliament from 4 years to 5 years, according to Attorney General Dominic Ayini, Doctor.
Yeah, so we discussion where I support it. Discussion where they say,
okay.
So the presidents, the 8 years, they don't have enough time. If they are able to win subsequent election after the first term, and we should give them that priority. But members of parliament, but because we want to make it coterminous.
Members of parliament, they know for president in 5.
No, me 3 years. But actually, because of our electoral system,
yes,
the members of parliament
goes with the
presidential term.
Sure.
So I think it's a good one.
Good
one.
So last point.
My last point, dual citizenship.
Okay. And then also one supporting.
Almost say people with dual citizenship, they can hold public office in Ghana except president and vice president. I vehemently oppose that. I will never support it.
Okay.
Imagine we have a chief justice. Even for okay, let me even put it this way. If we are to allow that,
yes,
I would say that those positions that are to be elected positions, it should not, or people with dual citizenship should not be getting that opportunity. Because once we elect the people until their tenure ends, we cannot change them.
Okay.
And what that means is that Obi influence or MP, and that person has to Canada, and he has whole allegiance to a Canadian, and the Canadian government wants to use that person against the Republic of Ghana or back in that parliament, causing problems. And until the time as soon say, you better tune if you are there, so no. Canadian government will always support the candidate to make sure that he always wins election.
Very well.
But if the position is an appointment, and who say anybody say Ojimia, the person who appointed can what? Revoke your uniform.
Okay. Okay.
What about IGP? How can an IGP be
a dual citizen?
A dual citizen.
Okay.
Chief of Defence Staff.
Dual citizen.
Hey, Speaker of Parliament. And for me, no, they should really look at such. You see, if you want to serve Ghana, be a Ghanaian and serve Ghana.
Very well.
If you want to serve the United States of America, go there and serve them. This is my position. So for me, even though this is my government, I vehemently oppose that support of the government.
That's fine.
And I agree with the. I learned it went to the Council of State, and they are singing a song I am singing.
Okay.
And I think that I will always join them to sing that chorus for us to say, this should not be allowed to happen. Even it should be, it should not relate to what elected position by appointment, that we can control them when they are messing up.
David Warwi Brown, Esquire, a senior lecturer at Accra Technical University. Penny Anna Wekayensa and ne would Jumedi and Sema Neo Hono, Yapem and the Abim lawyer. That's an so. Okay,
my children, you won't send me the
Daddy says hi.
Who don't you? I was a Power FM or don't you? Okay. So my kids, nice. Sacrificing coming with me.
Nice one.
That's good.
Nice one.
Sure.
I was saying, I had a quine near the Jumedi NSC. Now, for a news team, so I bet I said in Sema Canada. So we call latte a Kiapema Kingsley. Or no? Yes. I know what year PM. I will a Kiapem North constituency. Yes, a Kingsley. Honorable a young guy, presiding member. I will Kiapem North constituency. Or no, so I was in a confusion. Ewa Edukroma Kriapem confusion ono ye constituency organizer ewa Edukroma Kriapem dema NDC amanyo kono mpenefo bebre ehwe eye dwumadie ya enyme omu nyina omaje bre nyankopon enhyira mu nyina enya de a mepneda abusia ahade bre na ma kwan okay sami kwachi nso otutu Kriapem sami kwachi enso ehwe dwumadie bi pa aha ana ebre no ema kwan na abusia ye de enenso dwumadie ni nyina esi mama Lee gas prefect ewoteshi nyankopon ohia no nka ho sanso na ona one ewo eye takwa boss nyankopon enhyira mu nyina na onye mo kase okwa msiara Mr. Ralph Jampo, director of Sanson Abbas, and Mr. Imano Kisi, one no Moshe TV, and so not famous so Jebrech Medi Lizzie, and a makeup, and then so Kofia Sante, Francis Sinja cameras in Echi, a try not one of the summer year. Honorable Vida Adey, one a vice chairman hopeful, NDC, national chairman, national elections, Honorable Vida Adey, a call for a year national vice chairman. Iti ukotunu ballot no so atomano womo nebebwa na amanyoko NDC amanyoko na koso afa na hoɔden kɛseɛ bi na wɔde akuta. Abusha Mr. Kelvin Asante wɔne ne me producer wɔbɔ mmɔden ɛhyehyɛ dwumadie yi nyinaa sɛ memra na memra medi ho kyia me mfɛnsom. Medi the Yankee Obrempong, the grassroots president Okwapeman Kanea tutu akuapem de hye asona branche a wogye ma nyado. Nyame yado ma wɔkyena me ne wobɛsɛ ahyia ɛwɔ dwumadie yi so. Makramo.